All right, welcome. Let's do this, everybody. Before we get started, we have a guest here tonight.
Yes, we do.
Like I walked in the living room because we were all recording in my room. It was Cyrus, Leon, and me. And I walk out. I'm like, who is this chick that co-host has? And I was like, fucking Noah. It's like last time I hung out with this girl was in London. I was like, who boxed her up and put her over here?
Are we?
Noah, we can't.
Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
They know I know it
Okay,
now.
well, now they do. All right.
But-
it's Pod Bay Door.
My secret is out.
But
stick with Noah for now.
yeah,
No, I like, because I was like, can I call you Pod throughout the cast?
I'm sharing Noah's microphone over here. It's great because I just speak directly into the cleavage. Cyrus.
yeah, by the way, his head is sticking out of my cleavage right now.
Yeah.
but
Noah brought her two best friends.
yeah, exactly. Mud flap and skiz.
Have more respect for the twins.
Songs on.
Yeah.
When the girls come out to play.
Yeah. So, but Noah, what she did was when we walked in the living room, she brought us some motor oil that she says tequila. But what is this you brought?
It's a Patron XO.
Patron XL.
XO.
It's a coffee liqueur. Okay.
You had Kahlua, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's based on vodka. This is a coffee liqueur based on tequila.
Oh, okay. So,
You learn something every day.
She wanted us to all have a shot of this. So before these guys left, I said we all drink together.
It'll get you fucked up, and it's good to the last drop.
Oh, really?
Leon went in my kitchen and he's always making fun of my soy milk, but he has two glasses. He has the shot, and then he has the other shot that he mixed with soy milk.
Double fisting that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure soon enough he'll be singing in a little while.
Well, yeah. You know, I gotta get my groove on eventually. But, normally, when it's Kahlua, you call it a White Russian, but I'm gonna call it a Blue-Eyed Mexican. Tequila.
You did just make that up. Okay, I like that.
Okay, so
That's racist.
yeah, everybody knows no blue-eyed Mexicans unless they have leprosy. But we are going to go ahead and drink to Noah's presence.
Yes.
Right
To Noah.
Noah.
Let's do
here.
this.
Noah with them titties.
Yes.
Oh,
Ka-ching.
yeah, ka-ching. I'm sorry, Noah.
Hey, co-host, damn it. I know you don't have any arms, but Jesus.
All right.
Ka-ching.
Okay. Let's,
Ching-a-ching-chong.
That's tasty.
Oh,
It's really
that's
good.
good as a shot.
wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, you bunch of pussies.
The poor robot
Damn.
can't stand.
I smell pussy.
Shit, that's kind of coffee.
That's Noah you smell.
That's kind of coffee Daddy used to drink. You know, but boy, you want my coffee?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's the kind of shit that your dad sit up there. We had a teacher in high school who used to make that shit right there. She had like coffee and she had like a little something in her
It's
cabinet.
like fucking coffee and fucking gasoline.
That's what I said. Shit, my car takes a less weight than this of oil.
See, now finally coming out. You actually put the liquor he talks about in front of co-host, and he can't take it.
Shut up.
All right, y'all.
Kill
So
you. I'll have you killed.
I'll have another, damn it.
we just wanted to let these guys drink with us. I figured it'd be fun if we got it.
Shut up and pour me another shot, Coleman.
Yeah, Corey, shut up. Start pouring.
I ain't staying till the bottle's empty.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Please don't sing.
It's about halfway there because you mixed it with soy milk. So, hey, are you talking about the soy milk bottle? Because that's halfway gone.
You better get me some more soy milk.
All right, y'all. This is already getting dead. Get out.
What the hell are you guys doing drinking soy milk?
Yeah, dude, you served me a drink and just said go. I'm comfortably nestled between Noah's breasts right now.
You can't. Damn, you drunk already?
Breastises.
I'm comfortably nestled
I need
between.
to talk
Sorry,
to
you-
these
Noah's
ladies
best.
right
You've
here.
already made a nest.
What
Put your eggs in.
What is this, a radio?
What are y'all gonna talk about on this show?
What are we gonna talk about? Well, that's for you to find out when
That's
you listen.
right. You're going to have to find out just like everyone else.
And you know what, Leon? You know you're gonna listen to see we talked about you.
I don't have to listen to see because you talk about it. You know what? If it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't even have a show. This show would be 30 minutes long.
Hey, you're still getting those
instead of
checks,
4
right?
hours.
You're still getting those checks, right? Shut up.
Yeah, we take care of you, don't we?
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know the shirt I was wearing in the pool was a surf shirt. You see surfers, they wear those kind of shirts all the time.
Yeah, when they're fucking
know
in
what?
the ocean. What the hell are you doing in a chlorine pool with a surf
I
shirt?
love this. Like you tried to talk about me being gay and walking around no shirt on. You know what it looked like you had on? It looked like you had on a tight gay shirt while you were swimming. You look like Bruno when you swim.
I swear to God, you look at you know what? That's the kind of shit that you wear when you're out on the town.
And that's-
if you wear a shirt at all, anybody here can attest the fact that for the longest time we thought you were allergic to shirts.
And that's the kind of shirt you wear. Just add water. So,
Well, You both look gay in my book.
I know, y'all shut up.
I pay no attention to what any of y'all are wearing because it doesn't affect me in the
Yeah.
slightest.
I'm too busy looking at Noah and her friends.
That's true.
No,
Hello, friends.
shit, I know what y'all used to say about me. I know.
Do you?
Yeah, except we never did a podcast about it like we do with you. I have to say, that is wrong what we do.
What is up with that?
Can you fill us in? Because
I don't
what you guys
know.
are talking about.
I mean, I don't get how like there's all these people to talk about, but y'all pick me every week.
And you know what it is? You're right, because there's something about you, because everybody loves you, but there's something about you that just makes people latch onto you and talk about you. You know my friend Kevin?
Oh, your friend Kevin. Your crazy friend Kevin. That
Yeah.
guy's obsessed with me for no reason I can come up with.
I have a friend named Kevin
I
who...
can think of a couple of reasons.
Yeah, he's out of his mind. And Leon met him once. And I got to admit, it was funny the way y'all kind of met each other because maybe y'all didn't meet each other at that time, but he became obsessed with you that one time when you said, I called you. And I think I was calling you to save a seat for him at the theater. And you're like, man, I'm in my car. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm running late. I'm going to be there later than you are. So you better get there as soon as you can. And then right after that, Kevin calls and he says, hey, and this is Kevin, the way he talks. Sup, nigga? I just saw you homeboy over here over at where were you that day? Over at Little Woodrow's. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, Leon, yeah. I was like, really? He told me he was at a movie. He's like, well, shit, that nigga over here drinking beer right now from what I'm looking at. And I called you up right back after that. I was like, I said, hey,
How's
Leon,
the movie?
I said, you still stuck in traffic? Like, oh, man, it's heavy. I'm gonna relax. I was like, well, it's a good thing you got beer while you sitting there. And he's like, yeah, whoa.
I'm looking at you right now, bitch.
We all knew he had a hidden dark side. It's coming out.
I said, I got spies everywhere. At least one.
You do have that one. He's like your trained crow.
Yeah.
I always think I'm going to look up on a wire and watch him look at me and then spread his wings and go, ah! And fly off the quarry.
And then land on my arm.
Yeah.
What have you seen? Leon's drinking beer.
Corey like Soundwave, and it's that fucking tape that pops out, turns into a bird.
Tell me what you have seen. Mighty Corey, I have seen Leon.
Locate Leon now.
And ever since then, he has become attached to you for some reason. I don't know why. Whenever he comes, like he always calls me when he comes to town. He's like, man, I'm coming to town. I'm gonna holler at your boy Leon. I'm gonna go to his house and slap the shit out of him. I'm like, what? He's like, hey man, and he calls me on holidays. Like this past 4th, I never give him your number, but he called up. And he's like, hey, what's Leon's number at home, man? I want to call up and make sure he's taking care of his kids and wish him a happy 4th.
So you don't even really know that guy. Where
Yeah.
did all this come
You ought to
from?
call him a laser beak. I think that's the.
What my boy Leon up to? Every time.
Yeah, he did call me once. I guess you did give him my number or something because I thought he was you playing around the phone.
Oh man, you know the internet these days. People find anything they want, man. Come on, you know it wasn't me. Unless I was drunk.
It was
or something.
totally you. There's no way it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there he is right now, perched on Corey's bookshelf, looking right at you.
I mean, you hope that like if you get a stalker, it's gonna be a chick who's like kind of hot. So like maybe she might get you drunk enough that you'd have sex with her. Like she might tie you up and you get to have sex right before she cuts
Kills
your
you or
penis off,
something?
or kills you.
At least you had sex first, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm dying. At least I got something out of it. But there's nothing fun about this. Some dude who looks like a Wesley Snipes on crack who talks like Mike Epps.
You definitely don't want that guy tying up and having sex with you before.
I was
he
about to
cuts your
say,
dick off.
maybe that's why he wants to get with you all the time. maybe he feels some sort of
Your
attraction
new
to
best
you.
friend, Leon, thanks to Corey.
Hey man, okay, so let's see. Basically got him and Come On Ass.
Oh man, we said we weren't gonna mention
We're
that
not
guy.
going
Now we ain't gonna get that guy. Yeah, I gotta cut this out. Come on, what?
Oh, we gotta cut this out. You gonna talk about he says he's gonna call up your kids.
Yeah, you got about 20 of them, don't you?
You're under contract.
That's funny because it's you. Nothing's funny when it's come on ass.
Man, I don't know why.
Okay,
man.
but that doesn't explain Kevin's not here when you and the co-host are doing Let's Do This?
I'm telling you,
So
I
why
don't
do
know.
You guys still talk about me?
I don't know why. I don't know because we even after we're done, we even look to ourselves and it's like, man, we shouldn't have done that, but we're gonna put it up anyway.
Corey does that. Corey does that in the mirror. I don't know who the hell. I don't know what his problem is. But I think it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, maybe
Sorry.
because y'all have known me the longest, but Carlisle and Cyrus do way crazier shit than me.
That's
No, they
true.
don't.
We do. It's just not as fun
No,
to
man,
pick-
we
No, their
we
stories
do.
aren't fun.
We're
Their
used to
stories
it.
are disturbing.
He talks about Cyrus every chance he gets. Every time there's something, we're like talking
I'm
about.
still talking shit about that motherfucker.
Yeah,
he's
I
right
know,
there.
and he's right
Fuck
here.
you, Cyrus.
It's like we'll be talking about a movie. It's like, and in this movie, this guy plays a mentally ill patient, like Cyrus. You are the guy where it's like, if there's ever
because it's true.
That's right.
if there's a like blank, it's always gonna be your name in there.
Oh, he just loves me. That's all.
Yeah, like we
I
talk,
do.
like we'll be talking
I
about
love
like,
Mary, too.
oh man, that homeless chick. That homeless chick, I swear she has a boyfriend because I saw this real scraggly guy walking up. Who was it? Must have been Cyrus.
He's just jealous. He wants married to himself.
And you know we ain't gonna say nothing about Carlisle because all Carlisle's gonna do is cry about it for a week. You know, you guys make fun of me. Well, fuck you, man. It's like,
It's too late though. We found a co-host 7,000 at a pawn shop for like $5, so we've already got the better model.
No.
And so he's gonna say something like,
Yeah.
who owned that store? It must be Cyrus.
He's coming up to
now.
go into a pawn shop and buy a 7,000 or whatever co-host. Cyrus.
Good comeback.
See, and this is what happens when you're here. You know, when you're not here, he's
throw
funny.
him off?
When you're here, he ain't funny anymore. You throw him off.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you don't judge my work.
Go ahead and be funny, robot.
So we gotta go and talk about Leon. some
I
more now.
prefer to talk about people when they're not here.
fair enough.
Sorry.
But
So perhaps I'll just stay in the background.
No, don't do
This
that.
time.
No.
But-
I had no problem
You-
talking about
you-
Noah's breasts.
you
You're
got-
very funny with those.
yeah,
They're
but-
looking right at you.
But yeah,
Trans.
Leon, I don't know what it is about because people have asked us. I'm like, because they think it's funny because we just acting stupid because when they just laughing our asses off. But be like, man, what did that guy do? And it's like, what did he not do?
I love, like, I'm just minding my own business. I get emails like, yeah, Leon, you love to spoil movies. Yeah, Leon, you got a problem. Leon, you need to get some help with all that spoiling.
Spoiling ass
Captain
bitch.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who are you people? And what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, to be fair, they are right, but still, I mean, it's none of their business.
man, screw you guys.
You know what?
Captain
Because
Spoiler.
you know it's been forever since I've done that.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, right. Did you give away the ending to Borat?
Bruno.
That came out 2 years ago.
Yes, he did. But
yeah, it's he's not a real immigrant.
Oops! Hey!
wait a minute.
How dare you ruin people's movie-going experiences?
There's people out there
You
crying
son
right
of
now.
a
He's
bitch.
not.
That
Somebody has to buy him that T-shirt with all the spoiler lines.
But you know
on
what?
it.
Y'all are laughing, but there was a girl in my office from Moldova, and she fell in love with Borat. Just like loved him and did not know that it was a put on. I had to tell her, like,
Of course you told her. Did you have your super villain costume on?
Yeah.
The spoiler.
Did you swoop down on her like Batman?
that would have been wrong to let her go out into the world and talk to people about how much she loved this real character. And somebody would look at her and go, you dumbass.
You just like to
You
spoil
deprive
shit.
the world of all kinds of entertainment.
You like to
that day.
take joy out of the world.
Shit.
That's why he's a heathen. He likes to go around people. Shh, there's no God, fool.
I know.
Your children dying alone.
I provide a service. You people should not
yeah.
live in these fantasy worlds.
We were watching Transformers, and Leon came in and spoiled the end of Harry Potter for us. Like, really? The fuck you? Who is this character? Who is this Autobot?
Just read the online script to Harry Potter. You will not believe what happened.
He's pushing Optimus Prime out the way. Now, in the Half-Blood Prince, you see what happens to Optimus Prime? Like, this ain't even that movie, man. What the fuck you
It
doing?
is a special ability. He's done it to me for movies that weren't even out yet. I mean, when we went to go see The Fifth Element, he's like, "Oh yeah, Bruce Willis is already dead." I was like, what are you talking about? Sixth Sense came out 3 years later. Like,
I was about to say The Fifth
dude,
Element.
you sick.
And Cyrus, they really don't need help. And you got to record me tomorrow, so you need to shut the fuck up. Dude.
Damn.
I'm totally making it up. He never spoils anything.
Damn.
All right, y'all.
All right, fellas.
Get on out of here.
They're kicking us out.
Co-host, what I tell you about bringing in these stray hoes, huh?
I do what I want. I
Man.
bring in the meat.
Boy, let me tell you something.
Grade A.
I walked in here in the living room and I looked on my couch and here is Pod Bay Dora, aka
Yes.
Noah. I mean, like I said, last time I saw this girl was in London. It is the craziest thing to walk in and see her like pack herself up in a crate and ship herself all the way over here.
They let her over the Atlantic? That's weird.
Can you believe that? And they let you out the asylum too. We got
Yeah.
Leon over here.
I tell you, man, the security in America is for shit.
Leon just fell through the ceiling and landed right in front of the mic.
Yeah, I snuck back through the air duct and slid down like Tom Cruise on a wire.
No, you'll probably hear I'm gonna post a little bonus thing on here where we all were drinking. No, welcome to Let's Do This, everybody. By the way, yes, we have a special guest here tonight. We have.
Oh, thank
Noah.
you guys. I like the way y'all,
Not
y'all
you,
set me up.
chowderhead.
You wouldn't leave because there's alcohol. Noah brought
Yes.
in. What did you bring in, Noah?
I brought in Patron XO.
Oh, I love that accent.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you,
that accent.
darling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I brought in the
welcome.
Patron accent. What is that? I can't even do it. What
It's
is it?
Patron XO.
Patron XO,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is Spanish
hugs
for
and
motor,
kisses.
motor oil.
It has nothing to do with Iron Man, Leon, by the way.
I bought in motor oil XO.
Yes.
It's a coffee liqueur. I've had this before.
No,
With
you-
tequila.
It's quite delicious.
So it's a coffee liqueur with tequila.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
tequila
Tequila.
base.
Instead
Yeah.
of a vodka coffee liqueur, it's
Yeah.
tequila.
And it has a fucking kick like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like if you took Kahlua instead of using vodka, you use tequila.
My dad makes
Patron,
his
in
own.
fact.
My dad makes his own.
Does he really?
What's
In
your
a
dad?
So
bathtub?
easy. No. You make it in the bottle for a month.
In the,
No,
wait,
no,
in the,
you're-
bath,
I'll get
in
you
the
the recipe.
bathtub?
It's
You're
so
Danish,
easy.
right?
I'm Dutch.
You're
Don't
Dutch.
you
Okay.
dare.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh,
Oh, so you're Dutch, not Danish?
No. The Danish are fun people too. They're great.
No, I dated a girl from Denmark, and
Ah,
she was
there you
awesome.
Quit lying.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Don't tell us your problems.
No, she's from Denmark. You wouldn't know her.
No, I'm from Amsterdam.
No, she was from Denny's is what he meant to say. She was making him an omelet.
They both started with a D.
That's a lie, but she did make a great Denver omelet. Huh. Maybe that's what she meant.
Meatballs and stuff.
So your dad makes this. What is your dad like the Dutch equivalent of them hillbillies that we have doing moonshine?
No.
He's the Dutch Captain Morgan.
He wear a big gay pirate suit when he's making that shit.
No, he's an ex-Marine. You don't want to fuck with him.
Oh,
He used to box professionally, so.
but that is a Dutch Marine. So
Yeah, he's
that's like a
Exactly
Cub
what I'm
Scout
saying.
over here.
That's what I'm saying. Over here, he get his ass whooped. You know.
He whipped out that Swiss Army knife.
He taught me how to shoot.
You make him
how
sound
to
like he's
handle
like
a
the
rifle,
equivalent
so
of like the
don't,
Boy Scouts or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's a Marine over there. I guess we should go ahead and introduce the show real quick because we got Noah here, and we don't want to keep Noah up all night because Noah's in here with this cleavage. Noah, you drinking and you drinking that tequila over there. You might get drunk and get taken advantage of. You don't help me get the hell on out of here. You better run while you can. No,
Just for the record,
she is not making a move at all.
I know. Let me tell you something,
Noah is looking very terrified right now.
man. Yeah.
Squirming in her seat.
I told Koas I love this opportunity because instead of listening to you guys on a iPod, I can now roll my eyes and shake my head in real time. So it's like,
Fuck you. Nobody wants you. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of my studio. But I have to say, Noah, you got some, I'm going to be a guy because we sitting up here drinking. It's like being
Corey,
anonymous.
come on. I'm reeling you back in. I know you're going, and I'm trying to stop.
Hey, this is the only time
You're
Corey
better
gets
than
to be
this.
able to be a guy. Now,
Yeah,
let him do it.
thank
Let
you.
him do it.
But no,
Okay, go ahead and
and
overcompensate.
you know what? And I'm saying this, and girls, I'm not a sexist out there, especially little girls. I'm not. Don't.
What?
If you're not a sexist, who is?
Yeah.
But no,
You are.
No, I just gotta say, because no, you showing it off. You got some great cleavage. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, see, like,
Yeah.
she said, thank you. Look at that.
And now
No,
we-
no,
and
that is
just to-
true. It's hard to not look over there at it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And now to even it out, you give a compliment about my hair or my shoe. Oh, I'm sorry. You give a compliment about my hair or my shoes. Just to
Nobody
even
care
it
about
Oh,
out.
you
You
have
what?
hair and shoes?
Yeah.
I
What's
didn't even
that?
notice that.
What's
Because
that?
we don't care about your hair and shoes. You're showing
Okay.
cleavage, all right?
Okay,
Down in
sorry
the
about that.
valley, the valley so
Echo,
low.
echo.
Give it A plus to the double D.
Yeah. But let me tell y'all, no, seriously, no, it is great having you here. Thanks for bringing the coffee shit that you
Yeah,
brought
thanks
in.
for getting us.
Shit.
Thanks for getting us fucked up.
Yeah,
while
exactly.
we're doing this
Yeah.
podcast.
We haven't even started
maybe
yet.
I'm the one who wants to
And-
take advantage.
And,
you know?
and that's why Leon didn't leave. Leon he started drinking. He got planted in that
Yeah.
seat like I ain't going nowhere. Because we even told him, Leon, go. He's like, all right, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit back and just hang out.
It ain't gonna be like that last party you had in the Leog when the one chick comes in and you and Cyrus and Grant.
What the hell are you talking about?
That one time that you. Oh, I
No,
was
no,
not
one
talking
time.
about that.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway,
The one time you guys got fish together. All you guys
you
were
gonna
having
get
a
me
good
sued.
time.
so Leon done sprouted roots. He ain't going anywhere. So we figured we just put my co-host was the one that was like, man, just get my fucking microphone.
Hey, the only reason I'm here is because y'all talk about me every week. I'm a sit here to watch you, and so I can monitor this. And at least
so we can make fun of you to your face.
So I can at least get my side of the story in.
Oh, people! Let me tell you what's going on here. If you're not familiar with Let's Do This, this is the show where co-host and I, and occasionally a drunk Dutch girl and another black guy comes in and sits down with us, and we just bullshit. This is our time for us to just sit down and just talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Shoot the shit.
Just shoot the shit.
Talk
man.
about what we want to talk about. Get crap off our minds.
Yeah.
And try to solve the world's
Try to
problems.
save the world out there. You know, North Korea going against South Korea. About
By
to
the
blow
way,
themselves up.
how's the world doing under y'all's watch?
Hey.
With the big financial crisis and Iran arming up with nuclear weapons.
We're not in a depression because of us. Iran is still there because of us.
Right, yeah.
Michael Jackson died on y'all's watch.
South Korea. Man, we told him. We tried to stop him. I mean,
Look. Seriously, look how many celebrities have died in the last month on y'all's watch.
Okay, this is the
You slipping?
Look,
You're slipping big time.
Look, just because you're getting old don't mean you need to blame us, all right?
Hey, man.
Getting
saying.
old, you're gonna die, all right?
Saying.
That's the fate
It
of
might be
everyone.
time for a new guard because y'all ain't doing.
Let me
your
tell you
job.
something, Leon.
Pee on the fence. is what I mean.
You ain't taking care of business.
Let me tell you something. We are like the Illuminati. These things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, don't question them. These are some secret things we
Yes.
can't tell you about. We hate that it has to be that way, but it does.
We are sitting on our thrones like the Emperor Palpatine, going, everything is going as according as I have foreseen.
So people, we sit here and we bullshit. You can see we have a good time. We just like to talk about whatever comes up.
Yeah.
On this particular show, we are going to talk about, of course, the Michael Jackson memorial that happened today.
Which was beautiful.
Which it was,
Yeah.
and
I didn't see it, but
I saw it.
I saw it. I watched it on CNN.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that. I had a whole rush of emotions in watching that, and we want to talk about that. I want to find out what you guys did on the 4th. Remind you about the spill party. Looks like it's going to be kind of cool.
Looks like it's gonna be kind of big.
Yeah. We'll talk about that, and of course we'll have your emails. Now, people, we told you about how we have our hands in the affairs of the world. Don't ask questions. Just go with it. We told you what's going to be on the show. But damn, we got Leon here. We got a Dutch girl here. How often do we have that here, man?
See, if you're a Spill member and you come to Austin, you're gonna end up on a podcast.
Yeah. I mean,
if you want to or not,
although-
you're gonna end up on one.
I got to say, like, if we get as many people for the party in August, that ain't no way we can fit all
No,
them on
that's
the
gonna
podcast.
be
that's
That's gonna be a mess.
You know, we just got to do a recording in front of an audience. That's all.
Yeah. We'll do
and
that.
I'm thinking about doing that as one of the events.
Oh, yeah, that'd be excellent.
So, yeah, I'm thinking ahead. But anyway, people. No, you're so noisy and so talkative. You woke Goatsy up. Look at this, Goatsy. How you?
Here we go.
Goatsy,
Leon
wake
hates
up.
Goatsy, boy.
Because he kind of smells.
Ghostie's eyes just lit up because he's never seen a girl.
Ghosty, I saw
hanging out
videos.
with
I
us.
don't know.
Yeah, you'd be nice to
Oh.
Goatsy.
I tried to look you up, but
And,
Yeah,
see,
don't-
Goatsy ain't taking none of your shit. Goatsy looking at you like, hey.
Don't
who-
ever look
who
up
is
Ghosty,
this?
please.
Yeah. Don't make direct eye contact.
no, try not
Yeah,
to.
Ghost's
He
like,
hates that.
Hey, she's standing in my spot. So Ghosty's like, well, I'm here. We might as well go ahead and get everything going. We got Ghosty here. We got the Dutch right here.
That's right.
Leon, you look like you feeling good drinking that soy milk.
Well,
and,
yeah. Well, I'm hoping
coffee.
he gets some goatsy milk and some of this tequila.
That's
He
fucking nasty,
does
dude.
eat his own soy milk and coffee and tequila coffee. Co-host.
I'm ready.
All
God
right
damn it.
then. All right.
Noah,
then.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you're ready, Leon,
Leon!
you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, then, hey,
Yeah, He's serenading. He's at your knees, bro. Look at him. He's playing for you. Look
Guy
at him.
ready to live and everything.
He said his guitar on fire for me. Hey,
He is fucking that guitar. Look at him.
look at that. Now he beat on it and put it out. All right. Thank you, Ghost.
Hey.
Goodbye. All right. So, man, let's get into this Michael Jackson memorial, man.
Which I missed. I briefly heard Brooke Shields talking
Oh
about
man,
her.
see, I came into
she
it right
was
around.
auditioning for a part or something.
I mean, but I don't know. I gotta be honest. I mean, she really touched me because she seemed to have a real close connection with him. So the more she talked, I mean, she ran.
I thought she kind of rambled.
She rambled. She went a little long, but
It's emotional.
But Corey, you know yourself, like when you get up to talk about somebody who died, you are kind of
Oh,
going.
I'm
through
not
everything.
taking anything away
Wait,
from her.
yeah.
If you don't know already, Michael Jackson today he had his memorial.
What?
They had a lottery for the ticket, so you couldn't buy one. And they actually did an expose on Inside Edition or something where they found people who were trying to scalp the tickets.
Of course,
And they
of
went out
course,
there-
they were going to look for that.
Yeah, and they went out there and I think it was all I saw. They would go up to a car and ask about the tickets, and then they'd say you're on the Inside Edition, and people drove off. So obviously they were selling some bullshit. But they said that this thing was so respectful. The ushers, the people who went in, the policemen, everyone seemed to go in with this feeling of we're here to pay respects to Michael Jackson. Now, I'm not a person who usually cries over celebrities. I don't. I pay respect and I move on. I don't feel like I have to be there and overreacting and any other kind of theatrics that goes.
Did
along
you
with
cry?
it. But man,
I swear to God, if you didn't cry at the end when his daughter spoke, then you just don't have a soul.
That part I
Oh,
did
that
see.
was
That was one of
but
the
I
highlights
was
I did.
I was writing something today and I had this whole stir of emotions and I think I just kind of teared up because it finally made me realize what it is about Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson was a celebrity, yes, but he was more than that. He was actually someone, and everybody keeps saying this, and I took it for granted. He was someone that broke down the color barrier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was he was right up there with someone. Now you're gonna laugh about this because he was a performer, but he did the work of someone like Martin Luther King. He did the work of of an activist, but he just happened to. He didn't intend to do it, but just like some of the greatest stories that we love, our heroes are always thrown into a situation.
Well,
that they didn't expect.
it's like Jackie Robinson. It's like if they didn't let Jackie Robinson play in the regular baseball league just because he was black. It was because he was just so good. They could not deny what talent he had.
Yeah.
They had to let him play. And with Michael Jackson, it was that same way. It's like, wow, this guy has so much talent and so much crossover appeal.
Oh, yeah.
We are hurting ourselves by not letting him be
But
on MTV for not
look
being
at the
black.
history of MTV. They didn't have black people on MTV
Right.
until Thriller.
Right. It was
Until
Billie
Michael
Jean.
Jackson
Yeah.
showed up,
And-
because
yeah.
before that Michael Jackson was only on American Bandstand, and after Thriller, MTV went like, we have no choice but to
Yeah,
put him
exactly.
on.
Right.
And before that, all white.
Yeah.
And it's really that was the media for you. There was only a few spaces open for people of color to be seen on TV, and it usually was for comedy. And there was a station like MTV at the time. For them, it was mainly rock.
I
And
tell you-
they rock people that they wanted to put up.
I can
there.
take another one. Probably a lot of people don't know about on satellite radio. They've had channels that have been devoted to AC/DC, Bruce Springsteen, The Who, Led Zeppelin, Elvis.
Bruce Springsteen. Did you say Bruce Springsteen?
Yes, yeah. They have a E Street Bruce Springsteen channel.
Yeah.
And now, what do all these people have in common?
White.
Yeah,
They all play it.
they're white rocker.
Huh, Noah?
rock and
What do they
roll.
have in common, huh?
I didn't notice.
Right.
I
They're-
don't discriminate.
They all can
No, but
afford speakers.
They're all white men who do classic rock.
They all play guitar.
Those are the only people they ever have like full channels dedicated to.
So what? You
Michael
want a,
Jackson, they had a channel dedicated to Michael Jackson.
Well,
Granted, it was only for 4 days, but at
Well,
least
yeah.
that's more than they've done for anybody
I
else.
am all with you, Leon. I want a channel exclusive to Two Live Crew, 24 hours
I mean, you know what?
on the hour.
You can write the to the
you know what?
petition to co-host at Spillcom.
But I mean, they could pick
so
other
horny.
people.
Welcome to the fuck shop.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you
Oh,
No,
sorry,
I'm just saying.
you-
I mean,
you-
there's other people, but that they could devote. Like, hey, how come all these guys get a whole channel devoted to them and nobody else?
Yeah, Hendrix should have his own channel.
Yeah.
If anybody.
How come Julio
Prince-
Iglesias
Prince
doesn't
has
have
about
his own
30
channel?
albums.
Oh, he
Goddamn.
does. In
Prince,
Spain,
yeah.
he does.
You know,
Prince was granted. Prince is probably his music is probably tied up in some legal shit or something. It's probably hard to play.
Well, he probably doesn't want his shit
yeah
being played.
Yeah, Prince is probably
constantly.
tricky, but
Well-
and really come to think of it, Hendrix would probably be tricky too because the family is really.
But you can't say like
tight about that
so
estate.
it's only these white guys who don't have tricky rights like
Well,
the
what
Rolling
about Marley?
Stones.
Does Bob Marley not have a
He
channel?
should.
No, he doesn't. There is one reggae channel, but it's not.
It's
solely
by that
Bob
white
Marley.
reggae guy. everybody mind. Right, red.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, think about the library too, concerning these people you're talking about. Think about Jimi Hendrix. I mean, how extensive is his
No,
library?
I know, and that's the thing about Hendrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died so early.
Yeah.
It's not that extensive. That's the only reason I brought up Prince is because he's got at least 30 albums.
Yeah.
Even though Hendrix has a lot of shit that people still don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many albums that Hendrix has done that people don't know after the experience. But anyway, you're gonna have me talking about Hendrix now. But no, I'm just by breaking down that Color Berry. I mean, we're talking about how he was on MTV and how he has a channel series. He was able to sit at the counter at Woolworths and have a hamburger. Nobody's hair caught on fire in a Pepsi commercial who was black before, but but I'm just thinking about around the world, people did not recognize color with him. Russia, Japan, I mean, places you not think they gave a shit about black people.
Right.
Michael Jackson was the one that made people, Michael Jackson familiarized the world to black people, if you think about it. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, well, he gave them an alternative for them to think about.
Yeah.
Because they had their own idea.
And what I mean by that is like he was able to suck in that first generation who was able to not really look at him as black,
Right.
but enjoy his music and his performances for what they were. That was really kind of hard to do before. I mean, even with performers at that time, because it was still segregated.
Yes.
I mean, you had somebody like Little Richard and what's the guy who people used to shit in his mouth? And
Chuck Berry?
Chuck Berry.
Married to a Dutch woman.
Married to what? Yeah,
B.B.
you Dutch do
King?
some crazy shit. I know.
Oh, those Dutch women, I know.
He didn't do that till he got married to a Dutch woman.
Hey, was Sammy Davis Jr.'s wife Dutch?
No, she was Danish.
Danish, okay.
Yeah, May.
You're getting them confused.
I know. He's gonna
Danish
explode.
or Swedish. I'm sorry.
But
And Dutch would be what?
in the Netherlands.
And Denmark's not in the Netherlands?
No, baby. That's up north. Way up north.
Oh, okay.
Where Santa Claus is from.
but
You
even
big
like
dumb.
but like somebody
Oh,
somebody
no, wait.
like
We spoil it. Santa Claus does not exist.
what?
Wait, I
What?
Sorry.
thought he's from the Netherlands. Father Christmas.
By the way,
No, that's Saint Nicholas.
Santa Claus is the black
With
man.
his
Did you know
6
that?
to 8 black men.
Thought he was Irish.
Oh yeah, that's right. And if you don't, Black Peter might come if you're not good,
yeah,
right?
Black Peter. Oh,
Black
my.
Peter will come regardless tonight.
Black Peter.
Oh.
If these guys are hanging around,
Yeah, if you stay at Corey's
Damn
place,
you.
you'll be seeing Black Peter. All right.
with a beard and everything.
Oh, if you will take me to
but-
Spain, I'm okay.
But no, there was the Chuck Berry, Little Richard, people like that. White kids loved that music, but they made sure to segregate them on the dance floors. They made sure to like put white people on the album covers.
forget about Muddy Waters.
And even then, the Jackson 5, the Jackson 5 were breaking the barriers, but even then, there was kind of like this thing it was like you either into the Osmonds or the Jackson 5.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's true.
And when Michael Jackson came up, it was just kind of like, fuck it. He broke down the wall.
Well, it is that kind of thing. Like you mentioned, Little Richard. You know, he'd do a song, and they're like, "This is good, but let's get Pat Boone to do a cover of it."
Yeah.
and that era went away until Justin Timberlake came along and said,
get
like,
started.
"Well, now I'll cover Michael Jackson."
Yeah, I still love that song. I'm gonna rock your body. Like that? You like that? Noise?
I love it, baby.
Yeah,
Go
of
on,
course.
go. Why
Stop.
is the shirt still on? Okay.
Stop dancing, Corey.
Yeah, I got $1 here. Pull this thing. But no, Mike. So that's today. That's what I felt guilty about because I was like, man, you know what? I came about when Michael Jackson already did that shit, you know, and we're taking him for granted. And I was like, wow, this guy not only was an innovator as a performer, as a musician, but he did all this shit to help people. I mean, a lot of people would not be here if Michael Jackson wasn't here. And I started thinking like all this shit that he went through and all the trouble, and he's such a hero. Nobody's really recognizing that now until he's dead. Yeah. And I'm including that. And that's what really had me start tearing up. I was like, this guy did a lot for me and didn't even know it.
Well, the thing that hit me the most was, like I said, the only highlight I really saw from today was the little speech that the daughter made
at the end.
At the very end, where it only took that small speech to really let me know how much, as far as Michael Jackson's personal life, I had no clue about besides what the media tells me. Because it seemed pretty heartfelt watching her cry about her dad, and that it's like he was the most amazing dad. And she was, I mean, you could tell she was very serious and honest about it, especially coming from a little kid. You can't really act and you can't fake that.
Yeah.
But it really, like, it was kind of profound to see that, because it just made me think, wow, the public knows absolutely nothing about him
and
being a father, besides the dumb shit you see obviously on TMZ or wherever they post it. And it's too bad,
TMZ and all those vultures, they make money off that, of like trying to, they hound celebrities, they want to build them up, and then they want to turn them into just make them seem like freaks and aliens, nothing like you. And
that's great to read.
And dehumanize them. And especially with him, they had a field day. Anytime he did something, let's dehumanize him even more. Oh yeah, he's got these kids, but they're always in masks. And I'm like, I always said, like, no, that's the thing to do. He's not putting his kids out there. He's not letting you see their face. You're not gonna you're not gonna take pictures of them. You're not gonna try to make money off them.
I didn't even know what his daughter looked like.
Exactly.
Until
That's the first time you really got to see what his kids
and look,
look like.
people, we know Michael Jackson fucked up a few things. I mean, he did more than once. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and defend
he did a
the guy.
lot of weird shit.
He did,
but
shit that was too
but
weird
you should
sometimes.
not be prosecuted for being different.
Well,
No,
go ahead.
Sorry, what pissed me off the most was that after he died, all these people came out of the woodwork. He was my best friend, but when he was going through trouble, his legal trouble, nobody except Elizabeth Taylor, nobody was willing to stand up for him and say, "He's my friend. I love him."
Yeah,
That really pissed me off.
well,
that-
I'm
to
just
see those
saying,
people.
we know that he did weird shit. We talked about it before. We'll probably talk about it again. I'm just saying today was a day of recognition for the great things that he did.
Yeah.
I do not think he was a pedophile. I do not think that he was a bad father. I do think that he was a guy, and this is what really made me sad too. There was a guy who, and I'm gonna sound really cheesy right now.
Go for it, man.
This was a guy who had probably so much love to give because he had a part of his life taken away, and he was trying to make up for it, and it just came out in so many misplaced ways that it is beautifully tragic. And I was really, when I thought about that, it was like, I thought about it and I was like, this story is a bittersweet tragedy. This is a guy who just wanted to give so much to people, and it just got twisted in so many ways.
Well, I'm going to really depress you right now.
Oh.
Because right now we're dealing with his death and his funeral, where everybody's being reverent. Now, might not be next week, but I guarantee the week after that, that's when they're going to want to dig in through everything and come out with every negative thing they can about him. It's like, okay, that guy you were celebrating last week, here's all the weird shit we dug up.
The will.
Well, then, hey, but you know what? We'll just have to wait for it. I mean,
It's the will, it's
It
the
may come, it may
custody.
not.
I mean, who are the parents of the children? It's all that shit that's going to come
They're
out.
going to do everything they can to just.
Well, it's going to be
bring it
shocking
down
when they
even
really
further.
try hard to try to sell a story like that, or anything as far as putting out dirt,
Shit.
and
The
then
thing
only
what-
realizing that there's not much there.
Man, it was
That-
5.
I think that's the thing that will
Well,
finally
that's the
clear his
thing.
name when they realize
I
going
have-
through his estate that there's not much here we can really write about because there's nothing that
They'll
there's nothing
they'll
really
make it
wrong
up.
about
They'll skew
Yeah.
every story they can
They
to make
can,
it as
but,
sensational as possible.
But I guarantee you there'll be hopefully some journalists with
Yeah.
integrity. That
I
will
was very
disprove
surprised
it.
about his death because he's a singer. I mean, he's also a dancer. He was very healthy. He got insured to do this concert. How many months? I mean, I was very surprised about his death, what was going on. I really would like them to look into that and see what's going on. If
Well, that's
if
gonna be
it
the-
was
Right.
an accident.
And that's
or,
the
Well,
thing.
I mean, I
don't know.
read an interview with Lisa Marie, and she said that when that little bit brief time they were married, she said he would say to her, "I just had this fear I'm gonna die just like your dad did," and she was like, "Well, then don't." And he's like, "I just know it's gonna happen. I know it will."
But
I
you
just
think
know."
he got killed or what?
No, it's just
no.
drugs. I mean, whatever drugs he was on. I mean, that's going to be the first thing is go like, wow, he was on this, and this.
Yeah, he's a guy that, I mean, he knew that his life was out of control. I mean, something was going to kill him early. It was going to be stress. It was going to be probably a lack of rest, or it's going to be all the medication that he took. I mean, because he knew he was taking medication to sleep because he just wanted to rest. And
Medication for pain, for sleep.
Right. I mean, and look, I if anybody's critical about Michael Jackson, it's me. I'm probably one of the most critical people about what he's done. I'll be the first to point fingers at him. I'll be the first to say that's crazy what he did. I'll be the first to say he looked crazy. I mean, I hate the way he looked when he died, but this is not the time for that. It's just kind of like I just really want to pay respect for all the things I didn't acknowledge him for, and it wasn't like fucking 10 minutes later when they did that ceremony that they already had his maid on TV, who I'm sure at one time was considered a confidant, talking about.
Yeah, but they gave her a check.
They gave her, and she comes on TV and she says, Michael wanted me to think that he had sex and that he had a sex life, but I think he would put lingerie under his bed so that I could find it. So I think that he was doing so. I was like, man, this man ain't even buried.
And there's nobody there to say like, so basically you don't really know anything.
No.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. And she's sitting there, and it's just kind of like, Jesus, man, you just couldn't wait, could you? You just couldn't fucking wait. But what are you gonna say? Anyway, as far as the ceremony goes, it was
beautiful.
It was
I mean, I
went off without a hitch.
I watched it afraid of like what it might turn into, because funerals can be, especially a black funeral, can be a circus. I mean, it's just the truth. but
Well,
it was very tasteful.
Reverend Al Sharpton there?
Yeah, and
Oh
he
my
was
God,
good.
he was
okay.
yelling.
So he was a circus.
And I was like, why are you yelling?
The only thing I had I was a little worried about is that Corey Feldman showed up.
I was just about to ask.
Dressed like, he went through his
He
Michael
should've.
Jackson period.
He should've.
And he showed up dressed like he was then. And at first you're like, man, that goddamn Corey Feldman. But then I was like, you know what? He is being true to himself, because if it wasn't for
belongs.
Michael Jackson, he wouldn't have had that whole 10 years of his
I
life.
would have loved it had they invited him just so they could open a trap door under his ass when he started dancing.
Right?
Leon, did you see everything?
No, I didn't see
Because
all
I
of it.
saw it on and off, and I'm thinking, like, I saw some preachers, and I'm like, wasn't Michael a Muslim by now?
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah,
No,
but he was
his
raised Jehovah's
parents,
Witness.
but now he became Muslim.
Well, I know
because-
he had gotten with the Muslims for, I don't know if it was like for bodyguards or he was hanging out with them or
Yeah,
something.
didn't his brother
like-
say, "Let may Allah protect your soul now," or something like that? So I was like, "Where is Louis Farrakhan or something?"
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh no.
Well, they had. Hey, look, they already
Yeah,
had one.
Farrakhan's sick. Last time I heard.
Yeah.
He
They
lost
already
his
had one-
invitation in the mail.
And they had one loud black guy there. They didn't even because what's I mean, you know what? Say what you will about Al Sharpton, he really had a way with words, even though he was yelling them out. Yeah. Forget about the mess. Listen to the message. You know, Michael Jackson. It'd be funny if afterwards somebody said, they were whispering because they were trying to be quiet. Oh, Reverend, that was really good speech. Thank you.
Just wanted to let you know that the Michael Jackson funeral is over across the street.
I only wonder.
Where am I now?
I only wonder if you saw Tito in the background going, "Who invited this motherfucker?"
Like the reference at the the president inauguration. When will yellow be mellow? And I'm thinking to myself, when will white be right? When will white be right?
Shit, y'all been right for fucking centuries. When we said you wrong, we don't want to go to America. No, we are right. You do.
Yeah.
Well,
You made one too many rights, and then that's how Obama got elected.
that's funny. When I was in the bathroom in that grocery store where I fell down the stairs, written on the graffiti on the wall, I used to see this every time I went in there. It said, "Black is beautiful and tan is grand, but white is the color of the big boss man."
Damn. Did you write that? You
better
that was
remember
it.
it.
You who wrote that?
You sure you didn't die for a little while? You saw that on your way to the light. God was holding that sign for you.
Yeah.
Don't you forever forget it, Leon. but nah, man. And then who else came out? I mean, it was a performance I really liked the best.
Which one?
Because you knew everybody was going to come out and do vocal acrobatics, and that was great. I mean, that's what people do. But the performance I loved the most was John Mayer.
John.
Oh, thank God
John
he
Mayer.
didn't sing.
John Mayer.
John Mayer was nice.
John Mayonnaise.
But when I switched over, I noticed that guy pulled out his guitar, and I was
The
like,
vagina
wow, they got this
pisser.
guy playing. And at first I was curious if he was actually going to be on that tour. Because I can honestly picture him being on that new Jackson tour for some reason. I was like, he seems like the hip, cool guitars. Didn't they have like the guitars from, who is it, Billy Idol? His guitars? Didn't he play on one of the Michael Jackson tours?
Dirty Diana?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dirty Diana. He sure did.
'Cause I always think, you always know who the, at least
What
the
was that- what was
somewhat
that guy's
obscure,
name?
cool.
Billy
I
Idol's
can't-
guitar.
Yeah, Billy Idol's
I'm
guitar.
No,
pretty
I
Slash, but
used to know
that's
that guy's name.
He's in all the videos of
'cause
the big kinky hair.
He had his
Yeah.
own band for a little bit. Because it was him
think you're right,
and the
yeah.
Atomic Playboys.
Well, think about it, man. That was kind of cool because that guy came on. Maybe that's why he crossed over so well because he was known for getting like great rock guitars. Like he had Billy
Yeah.
Idol. He had
Slash.
Eddie Van Halen
and,
come in.
and Slash.
Right.
And Slash,
Yeah.
Slash play. What did Eddie Van Halen do it for Beat It?
Yeah, Beat It.
Eddie Van
Yeah.
Halen did it for Beat It.
He's
Yeah,
Dutch.
and I said Slash. God damn it.
Not Slash. I said Eddie Van Halen is Dutch.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
He is.
yeah. Van Halen's
So?
a Dutch name.
But no, so but when he came out, he did Human Nature, and he did it with no one, backup singers.
Yeah.
And I thought that because I was sitting up there like saying, "What is this motherfucker gonna sing? Did he forget the words?"
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, it'd be funny if he did forget the words. And he just said, "I'm gonna do this solo."
That's the last. I tell you what. That's the last thing you want. You just don't want. You don't want anybody to fucking sing any kind of Michael Jackson songs when they're doing.
When he was playing that
they're
in,
covers.
in your mind, you could hear the song.
Yeah. But you know what? I can never hear Human Nature without thinking of SWV. Yeah. I matter of fact, I went on playlist.com and down and listened to the SWV right here.
That's
S, a double, a U, a V.
S double, yeah, U, the V. Because they sampled Michael Jackson in the middle of it because they keep looping.
It's funny. As much as I hate samples, that was a really good one.
Yeah. But what they did was, and look, I should make a list of songs that sampled Michael Jackson loops or whatever, and put it up because there's a couple of songs I can think right now that did it.
That's the only one I can.
I
think
know
of
there's
that
one.
like.
Well, there's one at least where Michael Jackson is in the song, but it's the most silly. It's a silly song. I always feel like
I was thinking of
somebody's
that one.
watching me.
That one's genius compared to
Privacy.
that's genius compared to the Eddie Murphy song "What's Up with You."
What's up? What's up? Yeah. What's up with
He's
you?
in it?
Oh yeah, and matter of fact, not only is he in it, but you should watch the video on YouTube because when you watch it, like Michael Jackson's not the weird one in that video.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's Eddie Murphy.
Shut up.
No, because the song is terrible except for Michael's part, and in the video, Michael's just having fun with it. He's
Right.
like making fun, but Eddie Murphy's got his dark glasses on, his wife beater and suspenders.
Got cartoons
He's
going
putting
around.
his-
and
Yeah,
got
but
little-
soul into that
he's being
fucking
so
song.
serious. Like he's like kind of some serious ladies man. Like,
Oh, man.
and it's
He's singing
laughable.
the number one chart topper on fucking top 40.
Michael's
That week.
walking around there with his arm folded, laughing at Eddie the whole time.
I got Michael in here. This
It's-
can't go
yeah.
wrong.
Leon, I'm going a little bit off topic, but that Jamie Foxx is performing in Austin. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, Jamie Foxx, let's see how much. $90 is the cheapest ticket. I'm like, fuck you, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
You can't sing that
Fuck
well.
your $90.
I mean,
Eddie Murphy
Just
sings
because you
better
wear
than
Michael
Honestly-
Jackson's
honestly,
red jacket
you know-
and his glove, you think you can charge people
Yeah,
that
I mean,
much?
hey, Jamie Foxx is a more talented singer than Eddie
Oh,
Murphy,
yeah, by far.
which ain't saying much.
Yeah.
But the thing about Jamie Foxx is he doing comedy or is he singing?
He's singing.
Oh, fuck that.
It's singing. I mean, it's
Oh,
not
hell
even
no.
stand-up.
Hell no.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Kathy
he's
Griffin's
not even that good of a
coming.
stand-up. He's more of like a comedic actor and an impressionist.
Yeah.
But his stand-up is weak. But
And
he's
let me
singing.
tell you something. I love Jamie Foxx. I think he's one of the funniest guys out there. And the guy's great on his toes. And you know what? To a
She
certain
gave
extent-
me money.
Oh no! What was it?
I can't even see. I don't know.
no, you
Don't
know what I'm
ask
talking
me.
about.
Why are you looking at me? What?
Blame it on the.
Is that him?
Yeah,
that
that's
him?
him. That's Jamie Foxx.
Blame it on.
Blame it. You haven't heard this before?
Alcohol. Blame
It's
it on.
a cool song too,
Dude,
but he
Really?
It's
Because
a
probably the biggest problem I have with his songs, not even his singing so much, is the writing.
it's
of
the
his
writing,
songs.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jamie Foxx can sing.
He can.
But,
He really
but you
can.
know what he is? He's a guy who has a good voice who is not really a talented writer.
Right.
Yeah, and
He's a terrible writer.
He's a production guy.
Yeah.
You know, Jamie Foxx is a guy who'd be great on backup, but
Yeah.
but
Well,
if
he usually is. Yeah.
but if he could write his own music, you know,
He should be like Michael McDonald. He just come in on other people's songs. Such a long way to go. Back it will come back
now,
to
did that
you.
dude start singing after Ray came out? 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought after
well,
Ray
no,
came
no,
out.
no. He sang before that.
No, he'd sing before.
But he didn't
But
really
I
try
mean,
to
as
turn
far as-
pro. Like
as
he didn't.
pro,
he
like
didn't
I-
like try to have a career until after Ray.
Exactly.
He has been doing so many characters that musician characters passed away. So when they were voting for whoever's going to be the next
Ray.
Sinatra, because they're making a movie about Sinatra,
Right.
I put in Jamie Foxx's name because I figured that Jamie Foxx would be the
Man,
better Sinatra than anybody else
I would pay
ever.
double full price to
see that.
a
And
And
Sinatra
Eddie
movie.
Murphy did
Yeah.
Whiteface.
And you
I mean,
know
come
what?
on.
And I would want to go to what's
That
that
would
place
make
in New York?
fucking history. all right?
Is it Bensonhurst that has all the Italians in it?
Yeah.
I would love to go to a theater in Bensonhurst to watch that.
Oh man, I would love. I would give that movie full price before it even came out. I get that better than sex.
He would surpass everything Michael Jackson has done.
Yeah, shit, that'd be history. No, there's SWV is a band from the '90s. It was a band called
Sisters
Sisters
with
with Voices.
Voices,
yeah, and the video was so funny because the song was.
I never
featured-
saw the video.
The video was okay. It's a mixture of man. You gotta check this out. It's a mixture of three things because if I believe correctly, that song was featured in a Free Willy movie.
Really?
So check this out.
makes
You
sense.
got them singing,
Yeah.
the girls, and then when they hit that loop with, they cut in a video of Michael Jackson with his arm raised, and when he raised his arms, then they cut in the whale Free Willy jumping in the air. Free Willy.
Man, I can never think about Free Willy because I remember, Chip. When he
Friendship?
was-
Yeah.
Well, I think it was like that weekend he was getting married. I was his best man, and we were driving past a dollar theater showing Free Willy, and he was just drunk, just talking shit. He's like, "Free Willy, I want free pussy."
And I want Michael Jackson to sing it for me.
Oh my God.
But there's another drunk sing.
It sounds like something my dad would say. To be honest.
I don't know about free
Some
pussy.
sexual play, man.
I know you can get some Free Willy over a bridge on the
Chip,
if you
Chip always reminded me of somebody's drunk dad.
You know what Chip reminded me of Jim Carrey.
Yes, we used to call him Jim Carrey.
You know what?
all
We'll
the
get
time.
into Chip a little bit. I want to make sure we still point it. But there's another song that De La Soul did. And actually, they did a really cool job with it. The song is called Break of Dawn.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the song?
Oh, wait, the Michael Jackson song, Break It Dawn?
No, they took, well, maybe it is. It starts at dum, 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 dum.
Oh.
It's all you, Leo.
I can't help it. If
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted
if
to,
I wanted
couldn't
to.
help it. Even
No.
if I- yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Stevie Wonder wrote that.
Yeah, he did?
Yeah, he wrote that song.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite song on Off the Wall.
See, I love that song too. I know the name of it though. What's the name of it?
I want to say Can't Help It.
But they actually took that loop from the beginning, that bass line.
Oh, yeah. It's a great bass line.
And then they come in, break a dawn, and somebody put the video. But that's like, wow, they really made a good song out of that. Now, it makes me wonder what other Michael Jackson songs are out there, but that they use as samples in rap songs and whatnot. But yeah, man, at the for the rest of the ceremony, it was, you know what really got to me
What?
is when Jermaine got up and sang "Smile."
He did a really good job with that.
Yeah. And supposedly that was Michael Jackson's
It was his favorite song.
yeah.
Remember, right? It's on the History CD, and it's like probably my least favorite song
Right.
on there. But I could tell he did it because he loved it.
Right.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
And yeah, no, it is. And when Jermaine Jackson was singing, I thought like, all right, this brother finna get up and rip this shit up because he's crying and shit. But then he's singing. I just added to it where he was crying and he sang it so well. And I was amazed that he was able. Well, he probably knew the words because Michael Jackson loved it so much. But great performance, man. All
You know
around.
who I liked, who I normally don't like? Usher. When Usher got up
He
there and
was
sang,
crying almost. It
yeah.
was like-
He looked at that-
I mean,
he looked at that coffin.
He's like the black Justin Timberlake, but
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, it was really good.
I saw a New Year's Eve performance, and it was it's the weirdest thing to me. You made me laugh one time. We doing the real deal. We talking about people. Who we talking about? We talking about people one name. And you said, yeah, that guy, and Usher.
Yes.
But Usher did a New Year's Eve performance, and I didn't get it because at the end of his song, he jumped up. And he jumped out of his shoes. Wow. And his sneakers were still on the ground.
Yeah.
And he stood up there with socks on, like, thank you. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't get it,
That
man.
guy had he definitely took some cues from Michael Jackson as far as his
Oh
performance.
yeah, jeez.
with the fucking cloth flowing in the wind in the background. But I was like, wow, what was the last thing that guy did? I mean, Usher. I mean,
It got married and divorced.
yeah, I
Did
guess
Did he get
so,
divorced
yeah.
already?
Yeah.
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 I knew it was something going wrong when she went to Brazil for a facelift or something like that, and she got hospitalized, and he went like, I didn't even know she went to Brazil. I'm like, are you married or not?
Oh,
I mean, you should know
Yes,
that your wife is off.
She went to
Brazil.
get a
right.
facelift.
Yeah, well, you know,
She was
penis-
lifting
penis
lifting
pump,
somebody's
yeah.
face. Our penis was lifting her face.
Yeah.
She said she was taking out the trash.
Oh, my
And instead she ends up in Brazil.
Hey, honey, I'm gonna run to the store get some ketchup. I'll be back.
No. She was still post-op. She needed the penis to be removed.
From her
Have you seen
face.
her pictures?
Yikes.
Oh man.
so
No,
mean.
you
Pop
people
it,
like
dog, come
Usher
on.
People are so mean.
This is a
people
family
like
show
you
we doing here.
ruin that
God
marriage.
damn those Dutch.
Yeah, this is It's a family show. No, you didn't know that?
Two people I hate in the world. People are against other people's cultures and the Dutch. I mean, fuck the Dutch. I mean,
Damn.
What did we say? Where did that come from?
I-
Yeah, we never
that
said
was
that.
Austin Powers.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you were really getting pissed off. I was
When
like,
Michael Caine, he said there are only
That's right.
two kinds of people I hate in this world: people who resent other people's culture and the Dutch.
oh, I
And,
thought
and that's why
member.
every single American just was scratching
Whenever
their
you say
head
you,
like, what?
whenever you
Is that
say
a
you're
joke?
Dutch, whenever you say you're Dutch, they go like, "Oh, the two people in the world I hate."
Yeah. I
It's
think-
like,
yeah.
Thanks.
I
I
thought
think you
like,
and Nick Hodges laughed at that joke.
I thought you were over there drinking that tequila. And you just start talking to yourself. You know the two people that I hate.
Wait a
The
minute.
doctor said it was okay for me to talk to myself as long as I don't argue with myself. That's
Because you'd lose that argument.
yeah.
Okay, so Noah, where do you live now?
Amsterdam.
And that's closer to
That's the capital of the Royal Kingdom of the Netherlands, also known as Holland.
right.
And we are Dutch people because Americans are apparently no unfamiliar that we are Netherlanders.
You started to say too
You
started to say too
tried
stupid,
to do
didn't
the
you?
Seinfeld joke. What's wrong? What's up with the Dutch? They live in the
What's
Netherlands, but it's also called Holland, and they speak Dutch. What's wrong with what's up with the Dutch? Yeah, that's a Seinfeld joke. But
Show yourself, Netherlander. Netherlander.
Okay, so but in October we are going to Amsterdam,
Well,
right?
you know
so
what?
we can smoke
Please.
dope and get hookers.
I
Well,
will,
you know what?
I
Hey,
will,
hey,
I
hold
will
on, hold
get
on.
you. I will get you more than Nick could ever provide you the London part.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
co-host, be honest. Did Nick provide you hookers and blow? Did Nick?
All right, hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let's stop. I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna wrap this thing about Michael Jackson
I'm
because we're
sorry,
about to
yes.
get into something crazy here.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, we can go on all day about the ceremony, but it was I did cry when I watched it.
Ah.
I did. Shut the fuck.
Yeah,
up.
you
You didn't.
Look at this. But no, and it really was not because I was wrapped up in any kind of emotion. Like I really did not get wrapped up in that celebrity bullshit. But what I really
You're wrapped
thought-
up in your blanket.
In my,
crying.
yeah, I was wrapped in my blanket. Fuck! But no, I was just thinking about everything that this guy unintentionally, without even knowing himself, that the barriers that he broke open for me, and I'm just when I'm grateful to somebody, I am really grateful, and
So
I'm
if
grateful
not,
to him.
if not for Michael Jackson, there would be no Spill.com.
Yes,
What?
yeah.
There you go.
Just go with it.
Oh,
Come on.
sure.
Don't make waves.
Michael came to me in a dream and said, Corey, you know you can do anything 'cause I open the doors for you. Black people, black people can have websites too. Come on, motherfucker. No! Come on. But so did you cry to wrap it up? Did you?
What the
you
fuck?
gotta
What
throw
was
it back
that?
on me.
Did
yeah,
you cry?
no, man.
Pussy. Hey, pussy.
At the point when his daughter spoke,
cry?
you know what the thing was? When his daughter spoke, because I was at work watching it, and I shouldn't have been watching it. When his daughter spoke, I was like kind of tearing up. I'm like, oh, that's all right. I got through it. And you get to CNN, CNN, they wrap it up. They go like, but let's show you some highlights. That's the first highlight they showed. And when they showed it again, yeah, it got me.
Yeah. What about you? No. Did you tear up? Don't try to act all tough.
I choked up a little bit.
I Dutch. I don't.
Yeah, we Dutch. We don't cry. We don't care.
Yeah, whatever. Well, and I was so wrapped up in doing a bad accent, and you actually said, "What happened?" But I didn't mean to do that. I was like, I meant to say whatever. But no. So anyway, well, since we have you here, Noah,
Yeah.
let's talk about this. Since we got into it, are we doing a Dutch? A Dutch fucking
Dutch, a Hollandish, a Netherlandish.
and Amsterdam, the king of the Dutch party. Are we doing an Amsterdam party?
Oh yes, definitely.
And, okay, now Noah, here's the thing. Like we all said, ooh, Amsterdam. This is where we can smoke dope, we can do blow, we can get hookers,
can
and it's
kill
all legal
somebody.
and free.
Leon can run
And
around
then-
naked and
Yeah.
sing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
You can
everything.
have
I
sex
might
in the
die like
park.
Michael
and
Jackson.
do the truffle shuffle.
Yeah.
And except
Yes, yes, you may.
have a big smile plastered on my face.
Yeah,
but the
you-
thing was, you wrote a fact right off the bat saying like, okay, this is what you can and can't do,
Yeah.
which I appreciate. But then once I read it all, I was like, well, damn, that don't sound like we can have no fun at all.
That's everything we want to do.
Yeah.
I
Like
just-
shoot people? What the fuck? Rape people in the streets?
I just wanted to prepare. I had so many questions, so many emails, so I decided to write up, in the group to make sure you are prepared. How old can you be before you can drink? 16. How old can you be before you can smoke some hash? 18. How old can you be before you can kill a hooker? 20. So,
What?
it's all these like things that you have to tell people before they
Sure.
show up, before
Right.
they go nuts. I also wanted to advise people, don't, pick one vice. If you want to get drunk, get drunk. If you want to get high, get high. Don't do both of them at the same time.
Cyrus.
You can still get high and do a hooker at the same time.
Okay.
You just cannot do both.
Okay, so realistically, how easy is it to buy, say, cocaine or ecstasy out there?
Kids. No, wait,
Ecstasy,
Yeah,
ecstasy-
there's no reason.
Kids,
Yeah, come on.
here's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Drugs are not legal in the Netherlands.
See, no, this is important information
It's
she's dropping.
decriminalized, which makes it easier.
'Cause he's
It's-
about to get
it's-
arrested.
if- let's say let's say you go to a club and somebody's offering you ecstasy. Inside the club, they will provide you with a corner where you can go to test the ecstasy to make sure that it's high quality ecstasy.
serious?
Wow.
See,
Yes.
this is why. This is the only
Oh,
reason I
that's
brought
so
it up,
courteous.
because this is fascinating.
Also with the cocaine, you can go and have it tested so you make sure you have premium cocaine and you're not snorting some red potion.
I love it. You go. Oh my God, dude, that was low quality. I'm
Yeah,
not,
you should have tested.
Exactly
you expect
what
me to pay you
our
for
No,
friend
they have
Leon
this
here will
little
be
chemical
doing.
lab,
Yeah.
and you go there, you bring
Some
your
bunk shit.
baggie, and they will test it for you.
I'm glad to hear because Leon's about to go in there and have his nose fall off. He's gonna come back looking like
I don't
Skeletor.
think fucking Leon's coming back.
Yeah.
He can come back in a Ziploc bag.
Shit. If they, yeah. If they didn't have like Hostel in the movie, if they didn't have it there before, they'll have it when he gets over there.
Hostel was in Romania. Don't
Yeah,
put
come on,
Eastern
Corey.
Europe with
He'll
Holland.
get there.
Yeah. I'll drive you over.
You notice they never kidnap black people because we're not worth anything.
We ain't worth shit. Yeah, we ain't.
Black people don't travel.
I love that.
Because they know we talk too much. If they like in a hostel, they had a black person with even when we getting cut up, motherfucker, let me loose. I'm gonna get your ass. Yeah, motherfucker, you doing this shit now? 'Cause I'm tired of bitch. Let me go. I ain't got no legs now. But I'm gonna get your ass. He never shuts up. I like a refund.
I like Michael Jackson. Him, I don't like.
I like the Dave Chappelle where they're like the two black guys in the airplane and they look at each other and they go like, okay. And the white guy goes, oh, those black men, they're going to save us. And like, no, we'll get out first. As soon as they can ditch
They don't know that we come equipped with parachutes when we go flying.
Yeah,
Y'all are
and bionic legs.
No.
My favorite
Yeah.
part was the
We will
buffalo
run at the
sitting
drop
on the
of a
plane.
hat.
They got lost.
So when is this party gonna happen then?
I'm thinking October 17th. How's everybody?
Is that too-
everybody
is that
cool?
too soon?
Well, I thought it was, but you know what? It might work. I mean, I know ahead of time now.
Okay.
It's just like there's certain financial concerns I got to get out of the way, and if these things fall in my direction, then I would love to go.
Everybody, let's start a fund to get Leon to Amsterdam.
Shit.
I just feel
Hey.
like I need to set a date because people want to book
No,
airplane
no.
tickets.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You should do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set the date.
And I know
October
Corey's going to be there
17th.
regardless. Not this
October
one stop
October
him.
17th.
October
it is.
17th.
All right,
is-
October
And
17th.
I do have my passport now,
Good.
so I'm ready to put it to some use.
He made it himself.
That's true.
Yeah.
I had to wait until Walmart got another box of the 64 crayons.
Did you print out that picture of George Jefferson?
Yes, I did.
You know, you could get away with it.
Well, I'm just I don't mean to go back to Michael Jackson, but I'm thinking about movies. It's really amazing to think about some of the movies that he's been in. A lot of people don't
What,
remember
The
that he
Wiz?
was
Like
The
The
Wiz
Wiz?
is the
Well,
only movie I
well,
know.
no, it's The Wiz. People have been mentioning this, but The Wiz, he did the theme song for Ben, which is the
Right.
weirdest thing. A song about
Yeah.
a rat, a love song for
You
a
know,
rat.
you could only get a 15-year-old kid to do a song about a rat.
Yeah.
Was he 15 when he did
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he
Yeah.
was a child.
Yeah. What else did he do? He was in Man in Black. He did a cameo.
That
That's
was
right,
terrible.
he was Alien.
He
No,
did?
I like
Yeah, he
that.
did. It was bad.
I
It
like
must have been bad because I don't remember
I
it.
was just thinking about some of the. He really wanted to be very cinematic. Sometimes it just came out kind of bad. It didn't make any sense.
Honestly, that part could be. It's only like 30 seconds long. It'd be cut out of the movie, and you wouldn't even miss it.
Yeah. Even,
I don't know what it is, but it always seemed like he was just like his music videos were just that was the perfect and right medium for him to do his acting. Especially, I always think about the.
Yeah, because
what
you.
is- I always think about the what was the one that he did with Paul McCartney.
Girl is Mine or
Yeah.
Ebony and Ivory.
No, Ebony and Ivory.
Well, both of them.
They didn't make a video for the first one, but
Okay.
they made
Well,
one for
Ebony and
Ivory.
Ivory.
now you got it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
that one.
say,
That's
say.
say.
Yeah. That's the one I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, because he does a little acting in that. Him and Paul McCartney. And I
Yeah.
was like, when I was watching, I was like, wow, this guy, he's good. I mean,
Well,
he's a good actor.
Yeah, I was watching some of his other ones, like when he did for Ghost. and his
Ghost.
acting's not so good.
Yeah, no, he ain't that good of an actor.
No, he's
It's the
not.
same as Madonna.
Well, yeah, you say that those videos were the perfect thing for him. Yeah, because he produced them, he could put himself in. Ain't nobody else gonna put him in a
Yeah,
movie,
right.
unless they do a reboot.
Well, hey.
of Creature from the Black Lagoon or some shit. But
He did
you
a
know.
great job. He
Hey
did
man,
a
I thought we
fucking
were saying nice stuff about him. What you?
I love the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's nice. What you talking about?
He did a fucking
I take it as a
fantastic.
compliment.
He did a fucking fantastic job in Thriller. That's all that matters. to
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Oh, that
You
was
know,
amazing.
Shit.
Yeah.
But nobody played it. It was too long. 14 minutes.
Hey, what do you mean it was too long?
It got
No,
played
it was,
a
Well,
lot.
no,
it was not too long for you, but they didn't play.
Oh, because
play
of
as
rotation.
much.
Right, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
too
Yeah,
Oh, they
long.
did it. They
rotation.
cut it down.
But on Halloween, they play. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same
I'm sure
thing with,
now Halloween they'll be playing the shit out of that video. Now.
Hey, what did y'all do on the 4th of July? What's going on?
Oh wow! I'm afraid to admit what I did on the 4th of July.
yeah.
So I'm taking the fifth.
You
I went
mean
to
what or who?
yeah,
that's
that
what I'm
too.
saying. What
Yeah,
the-
that too. Okay, I went to a party at Cyrus' house.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not
Yeah.
do
Okay,
Cyrus.
she went to the party I was gonna go to. I went to a
Yeah, why didn't you go? I went.
Man, I went to a Mexican wedding. You know how long those things can be.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm gonna stop home for a little bit and go to Cyrus's party. And I stopped home and just fell asleep. I didn't wake up till the next
Those
morning.
fucking weddings don't end until like 2 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, so they be up all night talking about hi. You know?
Hey, that's how you fucking party.
exactly. Hey, I'm with it. Shit.
Unlike you black people.
Boy, when I was in,
Where you go to church. Right?
let me tell you something. I was in New York, and this isn't about the 4th. I'll get into that in a little bit, but it was funny how you could tell because everything is so compact. You can actually cross over into the black part of town from like the nice white part of town.
There's
'Cause-
in New York, there's segregation going on. I missed.
Well, in some parts, I guess, because there was one road I was going down, and you cross the street. The moment you cross it, get to that next corner, there's black people sitting outside with the radios loud. And people,
Radio Raheem is out there.
yeah, out there, yeah. You see people out there on the corner. Hey, brother, you know, it's like shit, man. I was just over there a little while ago, but
I
Like-
lived
like
on
that movie 10,000
121st. I lived on 121st and Manhattan Avenue. That's West Harlem. And me and 5 other people were the only white people there, so they called me Snowball.
And y'all were the only 5 people who could get a cab to stop.
Yeah, that's another thing. I could always get a cab, and
Call me Snowball all
they
you
called
want,
me
motherfucker.
Snowball.
I got
getting
a
a
ride.
cab.
I'm going to where at least I need to be.
I just thought it was funny, and I never thought twice about what did they mean? They call me Snowball. I thought it's a cute nickname.
What you thinking there?
Yeah, you're from the land of the ice and snow.
Yeah, there you go, Snowball. That's nice.
Ice and snow.
At least they didn't call you Netherlander.
No, they called me
What are you
Snowball
doing
and
here,
Snowflake.
Netherlander?
But I ain't saying that because somebody the other day tried to write in and say, you can be racist against your own people. Like, shut
Oh,
the
let me be
fuck up,
racist.
you know?
Okay.
Nobody's scared. Ain't nobody racist against their own people. Ain't nobody racist against anybody.
You're a
Shut the fuck up.
self-hating black guy, like a
Yeah.
self-hating Jew.
Well, somebody wrote in. It was a dude named Bonfire. I mean, cool guy, but he was just kind of like the
Oh
whole.
man, that dude, my whole post about how those 2 Transformers robots were like racially offensive. It was just like 2 dudes who just would not let it. I finally just stopped following the thread
Yeah.
because it's like, well, you guys are being hypocrites. You do racial humor all the time.
That's
I'm
what he
like,
said to me.
Yeah, I was like, that's not the same thing as what they do in Transformers. What we're doing, we know what we're doing.
It's
we're
in
making a
context
point.
to something
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
We're not just, it'd be funny if like we started out this podcast and you and me, Cole, so
Yeah.
like we came on and for no reason like, welcome to our Let's Go There.
Nacho
Broccoli. And we just did that. Now we've done that before
Right, we've done
in
it,
context or something. But if
exactly.
we just did that out of nowhere and decided to talk
Yeah.
to the whole podcast like that would be offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
that's
say
what I was trying to
Asian
tell
people
him.
suck and-
Well, it's one thing. Like he's like,
Netherlanders
yes, I am
stink.
There you go, the
purposely
Dutch.
making
I mean-
an offensive joke because I think these jokes are, people who make these jokes are wrong. But I'm kind of making fun of them and in making this joke as opposed to like just doing a racist joke. And when somebody says like, "Hey, man, that's kind of racist, don't you think?" Oh, it's just good, clean fun. Why are you being so sensitive?
The thing is for me is that I did not recognize those 2 characters as being racist, but I did saw them as like stupid rednecks type of things.
You saw them as rednecks. You really don't know America. do you?
yeah, exactly. But that's what I could
I don't
relate
know what kind
to.
of trailer park you've been to where they
No,
talk about,
no.
hey man,
Hanging
what's
out
up?
in,
I don't know. I mean,
Iowa.
I'm just
Well, I know,
and
yeah,
that's and simultaneously I'm going like all the characters in that movie were annoying.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
But then again, you guys pointed out, and I'm going like, who am I to argue?
Well,
Like,
I didn't-
It's not like me for me to say like, oh, you're wrong.
And keep in mind, the key thing here is that I never said that they were racist to myself. I never even used that word because I didn't think they were racist. I didn't think that anybody was doing anything to like intentionally harm black people. I just thought that it was ignorance and that it was racially offensive, and it could have been for any race because they just did it out of nowhere to get a cheap laugh.
It didn't add anything to it. And I knew that even using the word racist, it's not the correct word. It's just the word that people like know the most. Because somebody else pointed that out. It's like, that's not really the word. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I totally see that.
Well, I just like to be careful to use that word because people, and I can understand really when you accuse somebody, when somebody does something that they don't know any better, and you say, man, that's racist. Then all of a sudden people like saying, you know something, I don't hate this person. I didn't know. Tell me I don't know, but don't call me a bigot or a racist.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if it's Bonfire or somebody. Because it was two guys. But one of them was like, "How come you don't point out the stereotype of the German mad scientist?" And I'm like, that is the dumbest thing I ever heard. First off, a scientist is considered to be smart, so there's not even something bad about that. Plus, it's not my job to be the champion of everything that goes wrong in the world.
Well, a lot of people want to say like, how come you don't make fun of this person? Like, how about, because I've actually had this used against me. Well, what about the white nerdy guy that you always make fun of? How come you don't ever like defend them or anything? It's like, because for one thing, it's not based off of ignorance. It's like white nerdy is considered to be at least somewhat smart. Right. You know,
And
Peter Parker was a white nerd. He went on to be fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
And don't everyone worry about fucking Cyrus's feelings, all right? He's fine. He's a grown-ass man. He can take it, all right? He can take it.
There you go.
He's a
Hitting
man.
up Cyrus. Oh man.
Like the children.
But so, all right, so we got that part after. On the I don't know about the part. I'm fucking lost. On the 4th of July, man. You know, you guys remember Joel.
Oh, we love Joel. Joel was our sound engineer back on the old Access TV show.
Yeah.
Wait.
No,
Oh, wait.
Joel Stearns, man.
Joe. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he looked
okay.
like a drunk
Joel.
Chris
I thought you
O'Donnell.
said Joe.
Oh, Joel.
I
Yes.
do know. Yes.
Yes,
Joel.
is Joel is really.
No, I
wants
always
you-
say Chris O'Donnell, but I actually think of Johnny Lee Miller. It's
Johnny
like a drunk Johnny Lee Miller.
Who's Johnny Lee Miller?
Oh, geez. He used to be married to Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
He did that show Eli Stone recently.
No, he did Hackers.
Was he in Hackers?
With the Jewish guy who dated Michelle Pfeiffer for 2 years.
He was in Train Spotting.
I was-
Yeah, he's in Train Spotting.
You know
He's
what?
sick boy in
Yeah,
Train
sick
Spotting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joel does look like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And well, I was hanging out with Joel this week, and Joel really wants you to come see him.
I know. I need to go.
Yeah, man,
Well,
you and Joel were the
I'll
best
see
of
him. I'll
friends.
see him this summer. I know, man. I miss that fucking guy.
Oh, he's always saying another month. No,
Oh, yeah, I know.
no co-host.
He called me one time, fucking just pissed,
Blasted.
drunk.
Yeah.
He's like,
Really, Joel?
Hey. Yeah, he's like, hey.
He doesn't
hey,
touch
and
the
that's,
stuff.
And that's all I heard was, hey, and then just nothing.
Every time I
Or
go
the
see,
boom.
he just slips off the.
Yeah.
Every time I go see Joel,
Uh-huh.
that Saturday or Sunday, it always comes. I say, man, Joel, that was funny what you were doing. You're like, really? I don't remember that.
Hey, man. I always say Joel once fell down a flight of stairs with a 6-pack of beer and didn't spill a drop. Because he kept his mouth closed.
And all 6 cans were open, and none of them dropped. And the drips that did go open there, he caught with his mouth. But man, so Joel, it's funny because Joel, you see Joel just looked like a real down to earth guy.
Yeah.
Probably came from a blue collar family.
No, he's a cool guy.
All his brothers are fucking rich, man.
So he's like Ryan
really?
Reynolds in The Proposal.
He's the one that's like not rich. Yeah, it's like all of them are rich except Joel. It's like I became friends with the broke ones.
Wow.
but we
Maybe
did,
it made him that much cooler.
yeah, it probably did because Joel just mellow. But we went out. No, Joel's real good to me.
He
man.
drank his inheritance.
Yeah.
Hey, don't think that didn't go through my head. Like he drinks a lot. That's where all his money's going. He makes about $1 million
Like the
of
college version
a
of
year.
Arthur.
But his brother and all his brothers are cool. Like they're all rich, but they're just like Joel, just laid back. Like you never know they got money, man. Right. Except when you went over to their lake house and they got like 3 stories, a boat, a jet ski,
pools.
2 cars. But his brother Jeff, man, we went over to his house, his lake house, and we had a real good time. And I'm glad you guys are here because you can ask Joel yourself. I cannot go anywhere apparently where something crazy doesn't happen. I mean, it makes for okay stories, but his brother, I heard somebody talking. I was like, wow, they really having a party next door. And his brother Jeff was like, nah, that's some fuckhead schizophrenic who lives next door who just likes to scream all day.
Wow,
shit.
And that dude was out on his porch. Like he said, he just sounds like he recites movies, like lines from movies, and it sounds like he's trying to do some mock Italian shit or something.
Yeah.
Because if you walk by, it was like
This wasn't Carlisle, right?
no, it was no. You would
He wasn't doing Goodfellas.
You would have heard Carlisle down the street singing and shit. But like if you walk, every time you walk by that particular like his balcony,
Right.
it was like switching a channel because it was like he was saying different things every time you passed by. Like it was one time he had a whole scenario, and the reason why, he said, and with the money they stole, they couldn't even pay the tip. That's one thing you could hear. You walk by another time, you'd be like, what are you looking at?
Hey, wasn't there a character in that old Transformers movie who just like recited stuff?
Recited. That's what this guy was like. It was a big fat dude out there, and he would be talking to no one. I mean, he'd be pointing and he lift his belly up and shake it and all this kind. Now the funny thing about it is, Jeff said, I called the police so many times, and every time they go over there, it's like he's out there. I catch him right when he's out there. Heidi ho! It's like he calls the police and they go there, and they're like, he opens the door, he's like, good evening, officers. How may I help you?
He's got a top hat and an
He's got a
ascot
smoking jacket on.
and an umbrella in one hand. Yeah, and a smoking jacket.
I'm sorry that I've just caused a disturbance. I'll turn my music down. I was just listening to some Sinatra and drinking
Little
my
Vivaldi.
tea.
Are
Yeah,
you sure he's not like a fucking high school drama teacher or something? Like shit?
I saw this when he went over there and knocked on his door. And you could hear him. You could hear him like,
Disturbance where? It must be those damn Netherlanders.
God damn those Dutch people.
that Dutch next door.
Honestly,
They're crazy.
it was probably an uncle of mine who did the same shit.
God damn those Netherlanders.
It's probably that Marine father of yours.
Yeah. Until the cop
They
shot his
can't have
ass.
anything nice.
And you can see it's so funny because Jeff was sitting by and Jeff was just looking. He's like, motherfucker. And the cops came over, but they did say, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Just get him on camera next
I
time.
love
Yeah.
it.
I was
He's
about
like
to say.
he's like Michael Keaton in Pacific Heights.
Hey, why would you not already have that fucking guy on camera?
Jeff is Matthew Modine.
Yeah.
You understand? This guy's fucking with me.
Yeah, that movie Pacific Heights when Michael Keaton was the villain, he was like the police would come over and he'd be cool, but when the police would go, he'd just start fucking with them again. Yeah, and
That's what somebody should do, though. I mean, that's fucking entertainment like you wouldn't believe. I mean, get a camera, fucking videotape that shit, and throw that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do something like important, like entertain the world while you're doing something with your
I'll
camera.
fix this motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Jeff was talking about. I said, "Well, man, why have you not videotaped this guy yet?" And he's like, I gotta go up to the attic, pull it out, dust it off. I'm like, you're fucking rich. Go to Best Buy, buy 3 of them.
Yeah.
But then, edit a movie with this motherfucker over there.
Hire a goddamn director, all right?
I'm sure he's like, I didn't get rich by buying a new video camera every week.
Yeah, shit. Go buy some video cameras. Go call Spike Lee.
Yeah, no shit.
Make a movie about this dude. Except, I would love it if like he would start videotaping the guy, and all of a sudden gets quiet and like he pans the camera around. And he stops and the guy's just looking at him.
It's like catching the goddamn Yeti.
It's like Rear Window where Jeff is like he's in a cast. He can't move, and that guy's coming over. What are you looking at? Reciting movies.
Damn.
I swear with God as my witness, I'll never go hungry again. Open that fucking door.
Damn.
But other than that, it was a good time. I was just like, man, I can't fucking go anywhere without some crazy shit happening, man.
You should have taped that shit. Damn it.
Well, I told him, I said, man, I wish I had a camera on my phone because I would have got it for you. He's like, yeah, but the sound and the picture. I'm like, man, you're not gonna release this in theaters.
Yeah, I know.
You're trying to get us to the police.
I got to get some gaffers in here and a couple of grips.
That guy said I was more concerned about his movie than Michael Bay did. Jesus Christ.
No, videotape that and give it to Michael Bay. Put mud flapping skids in there. Hey man, what are you looking at? Oh baby, nothing. And the tip they didn't have the money for. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You whack.
Jesus.
But no, and you really should come out there. But anybody should. You like, and he said whenever we get a chance, we go out to that house, and it's nice, man. It's very nice.
How's the weather in New York right now?
Man, it just got warm when I was leaving, but when we were in Jersey, because that's where his brother lives. We went up to Jersey to see him, and it was like fall almost.
Are you serious?
Except it was getting like 80 in the middle of the day, but at night it got cold.
They've been getting an unusual amount of rain. But
yeah, they have. It didn't get hot until before I left on Monday, but yeah.
Maybe I'll try to go in September or something.
Yeah, you should, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I need to see old
I would
boy.
love for you to come up there with us, man.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of fun.
It will happen.
Watch Joel go crazy because because apparently he thinks I'm lying when I tell him he's done all this shit. Like, oh, come here full of shit. Like, I need to videotape his ass. I ought to videotape him and give it to Jeff. And when he's seeing that guy, all of a sudden Joel comes up. Joel's over there with that guy.
With his arm around him singing songs.
Real quick, spill party on August 22nd, and I put up a discussion, our group, trying to get a head count. We got damn near 80. Well, it's not confirmed. You know, people saying they're gonna show up.
Right.
We got damn near 80 people talking about.
Yeah,
this.
usually you can count on 50 to 60% of people who say yes to actually show up.
Yeah.
Still, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and like
I will
said,
predict at least 40 people show up.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, you know, I would love it if everybody shows up.
I see that Kent is going to come back and crash at your place.
He couldn't wait to tell people either. He was like,
I just talked to Corey Coleman.
He's talking
I
to
confirmed
everybody.
It's a done deal.
I
I'm
like
on the
Kent.
couch.
I love Kent, but Kent does like to let everybody know how well that he actually knows us. Like even with the whole come on ass thing going, where he's like, yes, I know these guys who they are, and all his information was wrong, and Kent had to correct him by going like, you don't know these guys at all. See, I know these guys. Here's their address and here's their social security numbers. Just to let you know how much I know them. Like I'm watching his video going like, Kent, shut up.
yeah, he would be the guy like, oh no, I know him because I went to his place which is on 13. You know, it's like
According to Kent, you're BFFs.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like
whatever.
I said, we are close, but you know,
Not
there's no
that
reason for
close.
him to like put it out there.
Well, I have to say real quick that Ken did try to get me to Comic-Con. He
Did he?
Well,
Yeah.
it fell through though.
Dang.
Something happened. His people didn't get the tickets for him either. So
Really?
yeah. So, but hey,
I was
thanks for looking out
I
for
was
me,
so
Kent,
super close to having something for you, and then my guy fell
That's
through.
it.
Oh,
Don't
next
worry
time,
about
let me know.
Don't worry about it.
we because he was the one that helped Cyrus go in, but we were trying, man. I will say this. I was going to tell you this over the phone, but the next thing that happens, we were talking about even different things to send you to like Dragon Con or something like that, just to get you to go
Mardi Gras.
somewhere. Yeah. You need to go.
We see you to
Dragon
Mardi
Con.
Gras. We'll never see you again.
Please don't send me to anything fucking lame.
Oh, okay. Dragon Con's out.
yeah, okay, then, you don't want to go there. Oh man,
Pokemon convention, you're there, co-host.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You can go to Yu-Gi-Oh Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna send you to the Shriners convention.
Here.
Hey man,
Here's tickets to the
wear-
Twilight
You
convention.
get to wear
What?
fez. You get to wear fez and drive around in a little buggy.
we're gonna send you to conference, the furry convention. You like that?
America's first transsexual conference. What?
Oh shit! Whoa, wait a minute! You hear that shit?
What?
Oh no! What?
Sing it, no.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rock and roll. Yeah.
Oh, Ghosty, don't do that shit. Ghosty about to hit you in the head with a guitar. I was
Oh,
like,
God damn it, Goatsy's pulling a goatsy on me. Oh, no, I can't watch.
I'm sorry. Hey, it's time for fuck your thoughts. Our email
Yes.
section of the show. Here.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Email
figured we get
time.
into it here. You know what? I saw some email earlier that somebody submitted that I'm gonna read. A piece of email that somebody, from someone who hasn't written in before.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
And
good.
this is from Harvey Dent, which is funny because in the picture it's a black guy. So I figured like half his face is black, the other half is white.
He's the Billy D. Williams Harvey Dent
Damn.
from the first movie.
Well, he's what could have been.
No, because he don't have that Jerry curl in his hair right there. By the way, Bonfire, I hate nobody. I just ignored what you said. I like all the members.
Look,
on here.
I don't mean hate. You guys know I don't hate anybody.
I mean, I usually get into it with you guys, but I figured Hey, we're all close here. It's like we get into it and then we forget about it.
You know, as much as I had an enemy, I thought, or at least an annoyance with Andres, he's one of my best pals now. He writes me for advice.
It's all in good fun.
Really, because I think him and I got into it at one time.
Probably
too.
so.
Damn.
But
Is he from the UK?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, maybe that was not.
You guys need to quit fighting.
He's
with
coming to the
fans.
Amsterdam party.
Is he really? No.
No, it's
No,
not.
he's like 13 years old.
I will
He ain't going
invite him.
nowhere.
And I will pay for his ticket. Let me know, baby.
You gonna pay for his fake ID too?
Yes,
Yeah.
see, that too. I will get him his hash and everything. I'll bake you some brownies,
You're
baby.
gonna get him a George Jefferson
Blow
ID
his
as well.
mind.
Yeah, definitely. You can meet Leon and kick his ass.
Give you J.J. Walker's picture.
Let's see here. Here's a question from Harvey Dent. He says, I want to ask, what are some films that you personally feel have been totally forgotten about and overlooked throughout time passing? Mine would have to be the movie Dead Presidents. It featured a very all-star African-American cast, which is a rare occasion. I know somebody's thinking, oh, you just read that because it's a black question. No, it's not. It just came out of nowhere. I know it's a rare occasion in Hollywood these people gave pretty solid performances. What would yours and co-hosts, and you two, if you want to get into it, what would your choice be?
For
I have one.
A movie that's been
Immediately.
forgotten.
It's the Little Mermaid, but it's called The Kleine Merman, and it's an Eastern European movie.
That's why nobody heard of it.
No,
Yeah.
but it's translated into
The
German.
Decline
It's
of
so
Mailman.
beautiful. Come to Amsterdam, I will show you. I have it on DVD.
Can I get this at Blockbuster?
No,
Then
no.
forget
Okay.
Forget about
It's so beautiful. It's so well filmed and such. Yeah,
I'll go outside and look at the sky. That's all,
Okay.
that's all the beautiful I need.
yeah. Whatever.
I'll get it. No, you know what? Weren't you guys? I thought I heard you guys on Leog talking about that film. It's the Little Mermaid, but it's a little bit more of a adult take on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like the original story was.
Yeah.
But I want to say one of the Leog members was talking about that.
Probably.
Really, who?
You weren't paying attention, Leon? Oh, never mind.
You know, it's probably one of the chicks talking.
Oh,
and
that's
I
probably
tuned
you
her
tuned
out.
out.
No.
Okay.
It's a very good movie.
I heard about it. Actually, I wanted to look it up because I heard the ending's
I
pretty
can make a
fucked up.
copy for you. Well,
Yeah.
that would be
It was
illegal.
Allison
That
was
would be
talking about it, I
illegal.
think.
Okay.
Yeah. But she. I think Allison. I could be wrong, but I think Allison was talking about that film, and it intrigued me because I hear the ending's kind of fucked up for
Yeah,
it. So
it's very.
yeah.
You're right.
All right. So you got one?
Here's a movie. I don't know how big it ever was. I absolutely love this movie. I've only been able to find it on VHS. It's a movie called The Incident. Sorry, which stars Martin Sheen with Tony Monsanto as these two just like little punks who get on a subway train and just terrorize everybody on that train.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's a movie that's just tense the whole 90 minutes that it's on. It's in
Yeah.
black and white. You've seen it, Noah?
I saw it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this movie's been
I
forgotten.
was working for a film house at the time, and I was playing that movie.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I was doing the tapes and everything.
Yeah, okay. And it's got Brock Peters who has this whole thing with he's trying to protect his wife. Don't mess with me.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mess with me. And it comes down like everybody on this New York subway train is afraid to confront these guys except for what's his name? Jeff Bridges' older brother, Bo Bridges.
Bo, yeah.
Who's a Vietnam soldier who just finally has enough.
Right.
And takes these guys on. He ends up getting stabbed, but at least he beats these guys up before.
Well, thanks
so.
for telling me the whole plot.
Well, you know what?
Spoiler
Even
again.
with me
Damn it,
telling you
Leo.
that, even with me telling you that, it would take nothing away from that film.
Okay.
You got one?
I was gonna say Miracle Mile.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the movie from the '80s, starring the guy from what's his name? He was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Robert Carradine?
No,
No, that probably isn't. No, that probably is him.
No, what is that guy's name?
Oh, Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. Yeah.
That's a freaky ass movie, though.
Yeah,
man.
where it's just this guy who's hanging out in this diner. There's a telephone booth just ringing. He goes and picks it up, and it's some guy on the other end saying that they're gonna do it. They're launching the codes. They're gonna launch the missiles tonight, and the guy figures out, oh shit, we're gonna have a nuclear war. And he tries to tell everyone in this diner what's going on, and everyone some people believe it, some people don't, and it just like the rest of the night, it's just it takes the course over one night, but it's basically him just trying to figure out what to do, and it's
He's trying to get to his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's trying to get to his girlfriend.
He's trying to get, and then they're trying to get to this helicopter where it'll take them to Alaska.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But towards the end, like it just goes fucking nuts, and its priceless. It's awesome. Yeah.
This is gonna seem weird. A movie that I think about all the time and hardly ever gets mentioned. And especially considering that the first one gets mentioned. It's a sequel. The first one gets mentioned all the time. I don't think that the sequel to Gremlins got enough attention. It's Gremlins 2, the new batch.
No, I have some friends
You
that
like that?
love that fucking
I
movie.
love that movie. And whenever, really, when you hear people mention Gremlins, how many times do you hear them mentioning the sequel? Now, I know y'all saying because it probably
No,
was a
it's
shitty
funny
movie.
because I never saw the sequel until about a year ago. And it's just funny how different the tone is. I mean, it's a sequel, but it's so much more of a comedy tone than the
Yeah.
first
It's
one
more
was.
of a spoof of the first
Yeah,
movie.
because the first movie, I watched it again, about 5 years ago, and forgotten how much of a horror movie it was. I mean, I always thought it was like, oh, it's just a great comedy.
It's a comedy with a little bit of horror thrown in.
It's actually more. See, that's how I always looked at it. And watching it recently, I was like, no, it's more of a horror movie with a lot of comedy thrown in.
Didn't
When you watch it, yeah, I mean, because I watched it recently, and there are a lot of moments in there where I'm like, oh fuck, I mean, I can't believe like
whoa,
kids
they
were watching
killed
this.
all these people.
Yeah,
in there.
there's people getting
Oh,
killed in that
yeah.
movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
no, that movie that was another one of those movies that ushered in like the PG-13
Right,
rating because
yeah.
it scared the fuck out of kids.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
didn't they in the beginning of the first movie? Didn't they at some movie theaters all of a sudden had those puppets, those gremlins show up out of nowhere, and people would get a heart attack because there's a gremlin over your shoulder, but the reason why I remember because around the same time you had arachnophobia. Remember arachnophobia?
Oh, they
Oh,
throw
that
spiders
was
out.
later.
No.
Yeah.
My friend, my best friend Nicky, he had a spider. He had a big tarantula spider.
And it
So
was real?
when we
Threw it at
read
people?
when we read the story about people throwing gremlins after the Gremlin movie, I told him we should bring the spider into arachnophobia.
Jesus,
And we would
bad
like,
idea.
No, we did, and people would go nuts because Nicky would
bet.
put the tarantula on my shoulder, and I would start screaming like, there's a tarantula on my shoulder, and everybody would clear the entire movie.
You know what that shit would
It
be
was
like?
no, but I hate Nicky because he made me eat rabbit poo. But other than that, Nicky and I were best friends. So it's like,
Damn, no wonder your breath smell like shit.
I'm gonna beat you up afterwards.
I can see you doing that, like just a little harmless prank with a stuffed tarantula on your shoulder.
No, it was a real one.
Oh, well, what the fuck you think people gonna do?
you
No,
thought
it was
tarantula?
hilarious.
Oh, it was real. That's
Oh,
right.
It was
shit.
so funny. I mean, thank you,
Man, that
Nicky.
sounds like
Like,
funny.
That was the best time.
You know that shit's gonna
Good
be like
times.
that shit's gonna look like the end of the Blob. You know when people run out the theater. and shit.
It's gonna look like fucking American Werewolf in London. Fucking, you're gonna cause a fucking accident outside with buses hitting people and shit.
I remember when we got out of Jaws, we were afraid to swim in a swimming pool. So I can just imagine coming out of arachnophobia and there's a real spider on somebody's
And there's a
shoulder.
There's a fucking gremlin behind you.
Yeah, I know. Gremlins.
It was hilarious.
I tell you what, I would have loved to see those kids lose their shit.
Yeah, it was hilarious. We had such a
Oh
good
my
time.
god! I need to find the.
We went to the movie 3 times and pulled the shit 3 times.
That shit was you, wasn't it? You had that puppet, didn't you?
No, it was a real tarantula. Nicky had the tarantula, and I came
I'm talking about you had the gremlin puppet, didn't you?
No. That was in America. We
You
read
damn
about
Netherlanders.
it. Yeah, goddamn
You
Dutch.
damn dirty Netherlanders. But
Speaking of Gremlins, I need to fucking get that soundtrack. I forget how
Quack,
great.
quack, 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 quack.
The best part is when you see Spike on that fucking tricycle,
Yeah.
fucking hauling ass through that mall, and you're like, the music behind it is like, wah, 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 wah.
I don't know. When I was a kid, and I watched Gremlins so many times, man. It made me laugh so much that I just never. I saw I mean, I could see how it would scare kids, but I just never saw it as a horror movie.
Like I said, I didn't either till 4 or 5 years ago when I watched it again.
You remember how fucked up it was, that scene where the mom threw that one gremlin
Yes.
in the microwave?
Oh,
and
and
I was like, oh, fuck. And even at the, well, I won't spoil anything.
You ain't
Well,
no
at
Leon.
the really cool death scene of Spike where it's like he turns into bone.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And
oh,
that
yeah.
fucking mush, and that dog's just kind of like licking that big bubble pops up. That dog goes, "Ooh."
Yeah, I know. Now, I don't care what anybody says. It's a goofy movie, but that movie's pretty cool.
No,
man.
I fucking
love
love
it's
Gremlins.
really
I love
well
that
written.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those really like who thought thought of that shit. It was such
Well,
a,
it was
weird
written
movie.
by
Was it
Chris
Joe-
Columbus, who directed those first 2 Harry Potter
Oh
movies.
yeah, I know. And
Yeah.
then Joe Dante directed the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that movie.
I love that. I love the old fucking Asian guy in that movie.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That guy gets
he
pissed
was
off at the
he was
very
he was
end.
David Carradine's master on
you
Kung Fu.
didn't listen.
Listen,
Fed it.
you
that
teach him to watch television. Hi-ya.
But you know, that's one of those movies when they say name a movie that makes you cry, and
Oh.
that's one of those movies when when Gizmo
At
like
the very-
"Hi, Billy." I always get choked up. I was like, oh man. But oh man, let me ask you. Oh, hey, let me real quick. Do you? We don't have to get deep into this, but does anybody remember the movie The Last Goodbye? Robert Altman movie.
The Last Goodbye.
Who's in
No,
it?
I'm sorry, The Long Goodbye.
Was that with Elliot
Elliot Gould.
as Philip Marlowe?
Yeah.
You know what? I only ever saw part of that movie, but I've seen that story played out. I think I've read it or I've watched it with different actors.
It's a really cool movie,
Right.
And it's a weird movie. It's one of but if you ask me, it's one of
Oh,
Robert
I know.
Altman's
I
best.
read the graphic novel. They did a graphic novel.
They
of
did,
it. Yeah.
Well, that movie, I think that's one of Altman's best, and that's a movie that's hardly ever brought up.
Right.
So that would be another one for me. I just want to ask you real quick before. Well, this is an email, but not a really question they meant for us to read. But is this dude Killer Man giving anybody else trouble?
No, no, I haven't heard from him.
Killer Man.
He's all yours.
Okay, yeah. Some dude said, some dude named Cole Tyler said that he's been spamming them with our exchanges or something. Which
Great.
I was like, all right, Killer Man, come on, man, be cool. You know, shit. I don't know why you don't like me so much, but you ain't gotta like spread that shit around to everybody.
Yeah, I get notes from people saying like, "Hey, Leon, you know what? I've conversed with every Spill member except you. How you doing?" I'm like, "What am I, chopped liver?"
Yeah.
You know, I fucked with every Spill member except you.
Yeah. So, what have you
them
been
down.
up to? Read any good comic books lately? No, bitch.
All right.
No,
Let's
do
see.
you have a question?
This is from Kwong, and I really don't know the answer.
I'm
to
saving
this.
it for Leog.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Do you believe The Hangover will end up becoming the highest grossing rated R film of all time? It is currently number 3 behind The Matrix Reloaded and The Passion of the Christ.
Is it? Well, I saw it this
Whoa.
weekend. It's funny you should mention that. That fucking movie is hilarious.
Isn't it?
I saw it
fucking love that
twice,
movie.
and
Yeah,
the second
I
time
absolutely
it's not
loved
as
it.
funny.
Great.
Well, you're
What?
a dumb chick.
I saw it
anyway.
twice, and the second time it's not as funny. Shut
See,
up.
I know people who've already seen that movie 3 times, and they
Really?
just keep telling me it gets better and better. And
Yeah.
I'd like to see it again. I don't know if I have to see it in the theater again, but I definitely
Right.
would.
I mean,
would,
comedy
own it,
loses
yeah.
because comedy depends on the element of surprise.
Well, yeah,
so once you've
exactly.
seen it,
Yeah.
it's hard to enjoy it as
Right.
much. The
But
second
you know
time.
what the other thing is for me? It was just the way those guys were getting along. Those,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Oh,
characters
yeah.
made it for
Yeah.
me.
I love the
just-
chemistry.
it was
just
very
the whole
convincing.
scenario is just great.
I want to. Yeah, I'm dying to see it again. It's one of those movies one of those rare movies. There's 3 movies I want to see this summer again. It's Up, The Hangover, and I saw the other one, Star Trek. So
Yeah.
I saw Up for the first time right now in the Alamo because
the Alamo Drafthouse.
yeah.
Did you
because,
like it?
Yeah.
Because Carlo told me to go to the Alamo, and I looked at the register and all the movies I hadn't. I've seen all the movies, but
Yeah.
Up, and I went to see Up, and I cried. I want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
see. I want to go see that one again.
You cried,
I cried at Up.
pussy.
Yes, I am, and I got one too. Jealous?
It is Dutch.
Yeah.
You got to cut that out.
So do you think that it will overpass it? I mean, I don't know.
I
man.
don't know.
know.
I kind of doubt.
I think it's
that.
kind of myself. I think it's wearing down.
Yeah, I
I
think,
think
so
it
too.
is,
yeah. And I mean, Passion of the Christ. That just got all the religious people. You know, that hit them where they live.
Yeah, that one's gonna be the hard one to pass right
Yeah.
there.
Even though I will say, when I went to go see it, that theater was packed. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a packed theater when I went to saw it, and it was on a Sunday. But damn, that is a great film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Okay, here's a question, man. And look, people,
But-
huh?
And just speaking of the Hangover, when we get to Amsterdam, we're gonna surpass that, right?
Definitely.
What, the
I
Hangover?
will
Yeah.
help you. I will help you.
Goddamn right, you guys
I mean,
will.
like-
We're
like
gonna
I-
come back with a story that puts that movie to shame.
You know what?
No.
It'll be a movie about us looking for co-hosts.
No. You guys will surpass. You guys will have 3 naked Asian guys in your fucking
You are
trunk.
coming with us, co-host.
perverts.
We dragging
And-
you down with us.
And it's gonna be one of those stories where we're looking for him all day and we keep passing him up, but we don't know it. Like we pass a pawn shop, he's in there, there. He gets bought by somebody. We keep crossing paths, but we
I
don't know
should
it.
make a documentary while you guys are.
Oh, please don't.
definitely.
No.
I mean, and co-host, I can get you a work permit for 3 months. You just have to work the windows, and it will
keep
work out
telling
just.
me this. Like, what are you talking about? Work permit? I don't work.
Yeah, he don't even work here.
I don't even work here. Exactly.
And people.
I hope
You're like a niche.
I
You're
hope
like a-
you know what. I'm having some financial problems, just like my good pal over here, Leon. So I'm hoping we'll wait. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing I'll be there, but I'll try.
We're gonna try.
I'll
Yeah.
try.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Well,
Try.
Hook
Try.
us and blow.
Because
Try.
I see every
What?
time you
Hook us
say
and
that,
blow.
I'm like,
Hick,
okay, I'm gonna
hook-
try really hard.
Go get some blow. What? What are you
Hook
trying
us
to
and
do
blow.
to
I
me?
mean, come on,
She
baby.
said hookers that blow.
Oh.
And she don't mean like really blow. That like they suck.
Oh.
And she don't mean sucking. God damn it. Anyway, so here's a. I did not pick this question because of the content. This is another question that just came up that has some sort of racial content to it, but it's from and it's even titled like I picked this because I've never seen this person write in before. It's Wood Fox, and this person says 2 horribly racist questions for LTD. I watched the Michael Jackson memorial today, and 2 things came to mind. One, why the fuck did Magic Johnson bring up a story about them eating fried chicken? And 2, do you think dumb black people are going to start saying that Michael Jackson faked his death like dumb white people think Elvis faked his? Well, dumb black people think that Tupac is still alive, so Michael Jackson to be right. No, but
Actually, you know what? Only one person said something to me about Michael Jackson faking his death, and that person was white. And the whole thing about fried chicken, that wasn't anything racial. It was just to say like, hey, Michael's a regular guy like anybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, don't be too hype. Don't be so hypersensitive to think that just because the black person brings up chicken, all of a sudden.
That's
Me and
my-
Michael drove to Popeyes, and of course they were out of chicken. And it was that fateful day. It sucked, but
Goddamn
we dealt
Oprah.
with it. We moved on. We went to McDonald's.
I tell you what, you could ask him this yourself. Cyrus eats more fried chicken than any black person I've ever
And it
met in my
shows.
life.
Well, he eats more than anybody ever. Yeah.
The thing is that you should balance. Some people are too freaking sensitive. I remember a while ago when I was working in New York, and this girl told me, a black girl, she's like, oh, my mom for her birthday, she went to the Caribbean with all her friends. And I'm like, just like Oprah, because Oprah did the same thing. And she's looking at me, she's like, that's racist. I'm like, what's the racist
What's
thing?
racist about that?
What's racist? Oh, black people go to the Caribbean for the birthday? Fucking lucky bastard, you know? It's like, what the fuck? How racist am I when I say that?
That's nuts. I mean,
Don't be so fucking sensitive.
yeah, you can't
Grow
be
some balls.
You can't be looking for it everywhere.
No, people are hypersensitive about things, man. I mean, you got, and that's on all accounts. You can't, I don't know, man.
You know what's worse? When I hate it usually when other races are hypersensitive about certain races. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, you can say something like, man, hey, dude over there, he's going off on that chicken. Oh, why you got to say that, man? I'm like, what? Because he's going crazy. Fried chicken. Is that not cool with you or something? Is your family black? No.
Hey, be cool,
But they
dude.
could be.
Gosh, man, what do you want to do? You want to go over there and put them in chains too?
It's like, I can't ever fucking say a word around you without you fucking getting your panties all in the water.
Somebody's
Hey, don't cross the road, man. Black cat just crossed. What? 'Cause the cat is black, man. Is that what it is?
Yeah, what's your problem?
What if the
man?
cat was white?
Yeah. Why's it got to be black?
Then he probably.
Because it's black, you
Yeah.
moron.
What if the cat was white? Well, then he probably have a job he's going to.
good credit. Getting a credit card.
Why is the parking lot painted black? Why? Why?
Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Yeah.
But no, man, that was a cool story, And then and people, anytime a celebrity dies, we're in the age now when these celebrities die and they're really big. We think, oh, they're huge enough to like fake their own death because they needed their privacy.
Right.
Yeah,
They're the only ones who can afford it.
Yeah, we also live in an information age where you can find out anything on anybody.
yeah. I mean, no, that girl, quit playing with that shit.
You know, the thing was, I brought up the person
sorry,
who
baby.
suggested that. It's like, if he faked his death by his plane going down and them never find a body, that'd be the kind of thing, like, you could come back 10 years later and go like, hey, I'm alive. Everybody go like, oh, that's awesome. You're still alive. Now, if you die like this and have a big funeral and then you come back and go like, hey, guess what? I didn't really die. People are going to be pissed.
Well,
You
what if
don't
it
get a
was
hero's
at the
welcome.
funeral, like
Open the
after they're
coffin.
getting ready to like walk off and you hear that, and he comes out from the sky.
Yeah.
Woo! Like, the tour's kicked off. off, Chimon. It was like, I'll be goddamn.
Well, at first everybody go like, Corey Feldman, get off the stage. Whoa, this really is him.
That would be cool if we saw like another Bubba Hotep movie, like a Bubba Hotep Part 2, where Michael switched out one of his impersonators, and basically just wanted to live a relaxing lifestyle in Florida.
Michael Jackson's fighting a werewolf in this one. And
Exactly.
and an old folks home. Yeah.
That would kick ass.
But Bubba, weren't they talking they're going to bury his monkey with him? I mean, the Bubba.
That was kind of
was
crazy. Like he wanted to be buried by Bubbles.
Yeah,
Bubbles,
Bubba's
yeah,
going to be buried with
Now,
him.
I'm not lying here. I'm not trying to make a joke, but at first I thought that Bubbles was stuffed, and I thought they wanted to put Michael Jackson like in a pose and stuff him and put him by Bubbles. And tell me that's not too crazy for Michael Jackson to do.
Okay, it's not too
That'd
crazy.
be par for the course.
But Bubbles is still alive.
So Bubbles still
But
alive?
Bubbles still alive? How?
Bubbles is still alive, but they, years ago they took him away because when chimps get older,
Oh,
they
yeah,
get
right.
fucked,
When they hit
you know,
puberty,
they
we
get
know,
crazy
yeah.
in the head.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah, they take off your face and your hands, you know.
When chimps get
Yeah. Michael would have needed a nose job because that chimp would have pulled his
The
nose
chimp
off.
probably took it off.
Bubbles,
you know?
Bubbles
what I'm
would
thinking,
Bubbles would have been a general in the Chimpocalypse.
it's like, was that plastic surgery because Bubbles went fucking nuts? And then we just do, no, save him. Don't do it.
No, Bubbles is still alive.
forgive him. Let me tell
No.
you good.
When, got tired of hearing that music and shit. But no, when chimps get old, they start planning the chimpocalypse. That's
Yeah.
they get together. You can't put two up in a room because they turn to General Patton. They start pulling out the map, talking about we're gonna attack here and here.
Except here is all like the layout of a human body. And it's all like, we're going to go for the hands, the nose, the genital, and the feet.
Yeah, it's like an operation table. Got the dark meat here and the white meat here. Got
Cannot operate without these parts.
the tough plank right here. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Well, maybe two.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to get people. I'm trying to get some emails because we didn't do a cold ones this week and a couple of cold ones, so we got a lot of emails floating about. Let's see here.
Don't tell me your problems with a couple cold.
I told you.
Live from
Oh boy.
Let's see. I'll just read a nice email from someone.
Yeah, read something nice.
I'll read something nice that someone said here. It says, thanks. This comes from Stewman28, and he says, thanks so much for last week's epic Let's Do This. I currently live in Japan and had to teach English in some far-flung places this week. So while I was sitting on my ass at 9:30 p.m. waiting for the one bus that comes along every hour in the pouring rain, I had you guys to keep me company. I especially loved how you talked about Michael Jackson at great length. I think I listened to the entire podcast 3 times. Damn, that was a long wait for that fucking bus, man. Wow. That bus came the next day.
Wow. That bus bring you to America?
We need to introduce a new podcast. Something like that.
He says, thanks to you and Coles for getting in perfect sync on saying, let's do this. Cheers, Stu. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
That's very nice of you.
You
it
are
makes us
awesome.
feel
Oh, wait,
good
he
to
wasn't
hear
thinking me.
that. Oh, he thinks you too. You're
No, he's like, yeah, Leog's, that's.
Oh, that's right. I
That's on
provided a lot
that's
of
on your
content
channel.
for that show.
Yeah.
No, thanks to you for the laughs, Leon. Thanks for the memory. This is from Family Guy 233. He says, since there's going to be a Deadpool movie, what supporting character would you like to see get their own spinoff? Personally, I would like to see Seth Rogen. You know what? I said this, and I'm not saying he heard me, but I've said this before. He says, personally, I would like to see Seth Rogen and Bill Hader as the cops from Superbad get their own movie. And I actually said this one time myself, and I totally agree with you, man. I would love to see that because those guys are funny, but I'm not going to steal your
See,
your
I
answer.
might have said that until Observe and Report, and now that's the last thing I want to see.
But Bill Hader would be there to balance it.
Bill Hader ain't going to
Yeah.
change nothing.
Hey, it could be funny.
Yeah,
Come
on. Coach, did you see Observe
You
and
know what?
Report?
I actually liked it. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
liked
we got into it over
it.
there.
Yeah,
but,
I liked it.
Geez.
I'm sorry.
that's a good question. I
suck.
didn't think about that. What character would you like to see get their own?
Oh, I've said this many times. The death Amish guy from
Yes, you did say that.
from The Diary of the Dead, the Amish guy who's killing zombies. I would love that guy to get his own fucking movie.
Okay, I can see that. What about you?
I'm drawing a blank, so pass.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't really have anything now either. I do agree with you with that, but I mean, I'll be stealing your answer. It wouldn't have come to mind at first anyway. But I think that's great. Yeah, I can't think of anything myself right now.
I really don't care for a Deadpool spinoff, though. To be honest, I think that whole idea is just destroyed after Wolverine.
Well, supposedly,
raped
whenever
that
they
character.
do it, they're gonna like not cover his mouth and let you see it. It really is Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but that's still
I know.
stupid.
I know.
Damn, when I cut this off, I will think of something. Are there some movies that we've seen
That would lend itself to
that I'm thinking, yeah.
I like the idea of Eddie Murphy with the kid doing a switch thing.
No, you wouldn't. You were just saying that. You're just trying to start trouble. Be quiet. Shut up.
I'm on the phone right now writing the movie while we
Oh, my
speak.
goodness.
Come on.
They already got that in the works. Come
Freaky
on.
Friday with Eddie Murphy and that kid.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that shit's already happening right now.
Exactly.
You can write that movie
some
in your
dumbass
head.
is writing that script right now.
That's me.
And I hope the guy is not Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, I want something where Jack Black and Emil Hirsch play brothers.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more here.
I want somebody to take an existing toy product and make it into the coolest movie ever.
Ooh, the boxing guys.
What, Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh,
you can do
yeah,
good,
yeah.
you
You go
can do a
Rock'em
good
Sock'em
movie.
Well, I
Robots, the
always
movie.
say, GoBots. I have a feeling that whenever that movie comes out, that may be the Dark Knight of,
Hungry Hippo.
toy movies. But
Transformer robot movies.
You know something? Maybe this doesn't count as a spinoff, but I would like to see. And I guess they would explain this. I wouldn't mind seeing a movie because I love these creatures so much in Cloverfield. Some spinoff where those creatures, the ones in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They actually, you have a movie where they take over. Like a fishing town or something.
Yeah.
See,
I would love to see a movie just like something in the lines of The Mist almost, because the funny thing is watching The Mist and watching Cloverfield, I made my own like that. To me, those two movies were part of the same series as far as that creature just coming from fucking out of the blue, or like whatever happened in The Mist, where it was like a in The Mist, I think the scientists that were working in those mountains somehow opened up a portal that led those creatures in.
Yeah.
I always thought the same thing. I always put Cloverfield
Like
in that
Cloverfield
same
Monster's
mix.
one of those,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, it would be kick-ass to see a movie somewhat like Cloverfield, but not as chaotic, dealing with those creatures
Sure.
just like ripping up the earth and having like a secret group of military badasses like
Dang.
stop them.
No, not bad.
And I'm not talking about G.I. Joe.
Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's not a question. You know what? We'll read one more, and we're gonna read it from a guy that is one of my favorites out there, but I don't think he's actually asked a question yet. Mm-hmm. And
You have favorites?
Ask away.
Babalu Jack. Well,
Babalu Jack. That guy's badass. I love that guy.
Babalu. These are people I keep
Yes.
up with right here. Babalu Jack. I talked to him on the phone.
He's
one time.
awesome
He's
guy.
he's a real nice guy. Except when I try to get his question, it takes me to his page. Oh, here it is. All right. Sup, fools? I was wondering, has there been a film that was so disturbing that you said to yourself, nah, man, I ain't watching that shit again? Good question, because there's a movie. He says, for me, it has to be Seven. Love what you guys do. Keep it up. We've mentioned that a lot, but I'm gonna, because we mentioned this before, movies that we've seen that we don't want to see again, and we can go down the list. Irreversible, Audition. Yeah, we've mentioned these things before. There's
Dancer in the Dark. That's a
a depressing
hard
movie.
fucking-
Oh man, any Lars von Trier movie. Good lord.
Oh, yeah.
That Breaking the Waves.
Breaking the
I
with
could never
Nicole
watch that again.
Kidman?
No,
Dogville was
Emily
the one-
Watson.
Dogville was Nicole Kidman. And
Yeah.
didn't he do that one too?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He Lars von Trier he hates the human race. He really has such a dark view. He thinks people are shit and they will do the most evil thing ever.
But he's
And-
nice to animals,
Yeah, maybe that's why.
just like Hitler.
All three of those movies, Dance in the Dark,
call
they
the
all
guy
have
Hitler.
female protagonists who just are tortured throughout the entire length
That
of
is
the movie.
true, yeah,
And you keep
yeah.
waiting for them to have like some kind of happiness come to them.
You always
and
feel
it
like you're
doesn't.
gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like there's a moment where you're like, okay, some justice, and then no.
No.
Yeah. No,
Because
because
the
Like
shit.
Dogville has justice, but it's almost like justice, but then she gives up her soul. It's
yeah,
just like,
Dance in the
forget it.
Dark was that was harsh, man.
That was
because
brutal,
that
yeah.
character did not get a break
No.
in that
and,
movie.
and on top of that, it was Bjork.
Bjork.
You can't do that to Bjork.
How dare
Leave her
you?
alone.
Have you heard her sing? I mean, come on.
Break-
Hey, I love Bjork.
Breaking the Waves is the same way.
I never saw Breaking the Waves, but I heard that and I was like, I can't watch
Yeah.
this shit, man. But that
Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust,
Which,
another one.
Even
yeah.
though I've only seen that movie once, but every time anybody talks about it on any of the podcasts, or if I just see anybody talk about it on the net, I always want to watch it again.
It's hard, man, for me to watch it again because there's certain scenes in there where they're fake and whatnot. I want to watch it, but I get so angry when I see somebody destroying life just for the sake of like trying to repulse somebody. Like even something what some people would perceive as meaningless as a wood possum or jungle possum. Just like if you'd eaten that or if you had needed to kill that for some reason, but to just torture it on screen and hold the camera there, I'm like,
Yeah. That's why
for nothing.
That's why it's fucked up. That's why.
And I'm just like,
that's why it's
that
hard
movie-
to watch. But then again,
Movie
it's like,
pisses me off, man. I that director, I hate that fucking director. Man.
Who is it?
It's what's the Italian guy's name?
I can't think of his name.
Argento?
Right
No,
now.
it's
No.
not. No. But
I wish you should look it up. But anyway,
yeah,
Well,
so-
I tell you a
somebody
movie
will look
that people always say this to me about, even though I love this movie and I watch it over and over, is Requiem for a Dream.
oh yeah,
That's one of those movies. Like, there's so many people who's like, yeah, it was wonderful done, but I could never watch it again.
I could watch it
How
again.
could you own that movie? How could you ever watch it a
Right.
second time?
It's
I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
the director of Cannibal Holocaust is Ruggero is Ruggero Diodato. Ruggero Diodato. Anyway, he's
Noah,
fucked
can
up,
you
man.
can you translate?
But you know something, that movie Cannibal Holocaust it's cool in that it's a precursor to something like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
I swear they ripped the Blair
Yeah.
Witch Project,
Oh,
ripped
yeah.
that movie off.
Yeah, definitely.
It ends exactly the same way and everything.
Well, the thing is, even if you were to edit out the scenes with the animals, being killed, it still makes for an interesting film. I mean,
Yeah.
the way it's set up. I mean, it still draws you, and you're like, oh,
It's
what
a
the
good
hell-
movie, really,
What the hell
actually.
happened? Yeah, it is. It is, with the exception that there's some very gratuitous scenes of animals in there of animals getting killed, but other than that, if you were to edit those out, I mean, it'd still make for an interesting film.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you know what? You're right that Requiem for a Dream, I saw it twice in the theater, and it never got me down. It's one of those movies where the filmmaking and the cinematography is so creative that the creativity in it surpassed any kind of bad feelings I could have had about the movie. And really, they're a bunch of dumbasses too.
Right.
I was kind of like, these dumb fucks here.
But the one person
it.
you
But
do
they
feel
do it-
for, you do feel for the mom. At least I did.
Yeah, well, I did. I mean, even though they were dumbasses and junkies, I felt something for them because by the end, I felt bad. It's like one of these movies where, like, if these characters had died, I would have felt better about them than the way they ended up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know something? I saw it at the end that, again, we don't want to ruin anything, but I saw that they did have a chance. I mean, I think they just learned a really hard lesson.
Well, and that's the great thing about it. When you see that moment where it's like, there's two roads they can take, and they end up taking. You're still hoping that they'll take the right one, even though you know how the movie's gonna end. You're like, don't do that. Don't go down that road. I've seen how this movie ends. Don't do it. You can change your life. Just take a chance.
But because at the end I'm thinking they're all gonna get out of this. But now will they fuck up again after that? And if they do, then they deserve to die. But I'm thinking like, shit, if you ain't learned after this, getting your ass beat, losing shit, and getting raped and all. Nah, man, you. I think that's like. In fact, I saw the movie as a good fable, a good lesson fable. It's
I
like,
can only wish they'd play that in schools.
but
But from watching the movies, why would you ever do drugs? I mean, they make every drug look bad.
they make it look like the mumps.
I said, when you can make coffee look bad, that's,
they make it seem like the moment you
Yeah.
smoke a joint, like you just lose your fucking mind. It ain't like that, But the reason why I wanted to prolong this question is because I think a better question would be, what movie do you not want to see just based on what you've heard? And the movie I do not.
So many.
Well, the movie
not so much movies, but things on the internet.
Well, they got a movie coming out right now that I think I'm just gonna have to say I'm not gonna go see this. It is and I have to look up the name here. The Stoning of Soraya.
Oh yeah, I'm not
I
going to
saw
see
it.
that. You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we making the right decision?
It's playing in Europe. It has to be told. This is a story that just has to be told. This is what's going on with women. And I'm sorry, I'm being very solidaire. And I mean, you have to watch it.
No, I'm on your side. That's why.
Well, what is this about? I have no clue what you're talking about.
You want to give the premise or what?
No, you saw it. I know the premise, but
I'm not
you
good
go ahead
with
and
it.
say it.
You're not good with
Okay.
It's
Now you tell me if I have this right. It's actually based on an incident that happened. How many years ago?
Not that much. 8 years.
About 8 years ago, and it was covered up. And apparently, it is based on the stoning of this girl. And I think her mother is the one that's trying to bring it out in the open. And
happened in Iran, right?
Yeah. And it's a big. They say it's a big government conspiracy because they don't want you to think that this thing happens. We know women don't have rights in these countries, and especially these like really fundamental Muslim countries. But apparently, in these villages, you can stone women,
regardless.
And it's not condoned, but these women have so little rights that they can get away with murder. And
if you get raped, it's your fault. As a woman, it's your fault. Right. Regardless who raped. If you are a 12-year-old girl and you get raped. Right. You lost your virginity. You are at fault.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. No, I've always known about that, and it's always been fucking backwards. And it's funny that somebody, but that's been going on.
I'm not
for
trying
years,
to say because
right?
I think Iran, because especially with the latest news, most of Iran is very young. They're between 25 and 35. They're very young. They have internet. So Iran is one of the most modern countries out there. Same with Lebanon. So I don't want to pile them up on this. Stereotypical idea that you have of a Middle Eastern country. I like Iranians and Lebanese people, but these little incidents that happen to women just drives me nuts.
Well, it's kind of like, like what happened in Gerald. Not Gerald. Was it Gerald? Where with James Byrd, where they like dragged him behind the pickup truck and all that. It's like if somebody in another country say like, yeah, man, I hear that goes on in America. You like. That didn't go on everywhere in America.
Yeah,
that's in this one little small place.
Right.
And none of the rest of us like this. We all know this is uncool.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's not like every day they drag a woman out and murder her like this. But now tell me, in the movie, the story is being relayed to somebody, right? A guy, he visits his village or something, and the mother is telling him of the story about what happened and how they got away with it.
It's more like from hearing, but it's like a Greek play because you don't actually see, you just hear. And I like that about Greek plays. Roman plays, they would show you, they would actually kill the actor on stage.
So in this movie, you don't actually see the stoning?
No, it's more like you see hints, you see glimpses, but it doesn't actually. It's more about
maybe I'll see it.
hearsay. It's
it kind of sounds like.
But sometimes that
Grizzly
can
Man, where you hear about the person, and they'll.
That's a good point.
But that sometimes can be more effective than actually seeing it.
I gotta say, in Grizzly Man, like they didn't need to play the tape. Just watching.
Well, I don't think they ever played the tape.
No, they didn't. They didn't. But just when you see the reaction to
what people are
listening.
Heard.
Well, Warner Herzog is listening to it, and he's just
like,
he's trembling. He's like, "Don't ever listen to this."
Yeah,
which is fucked up because she is. I mean, somebody tells you that, they're gonna listen to it. She's gonna lose her mind. But in this movie. The girl's in an abusive relationship, right? And I guess she's in an arranged marriage. She's in an arranged marriage. She's being abused, and because I guess she tries to get out of it, she's the one that's guilty, and
it's her fault.
And she gets murdered for it. And see, look,
if she's not able to save the marriage, it's her fault.
And and people say what you will about us. We make a lot of jokes about women. We talk about Noah's cleavage and all this kind of stuff. But I cannot stand these countries where women, anywhere, it could be this country, where women don't have rights and they get abused and they get murdered. And just because man, they can get away with it. And it especially happens in these fucking Muslim countries where they're very fundamentalist. And I'm just
India, it's the same thing.
In India, they set women on fire in India and I can't stand that shit. I really just want to take these men and burn them or hit them with rocks upside their head. Like, how you think that feels, motherfucking now? I mean, I walk out of that movie mad, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk across the street over to a Pooh's grocery store or something, and I'm going to turn some shit over, I'm going to be mad.
And Pooh will be like, hello, Mr. Corey. What can I get you today?
Fuck you looking at?
Hello, my good friend.
You like that? Coming in with a rock, he's like, you hit him on his head. What the fuck I do?
The reason why they are in America is to escape shit like that.
I know.
Please come again.
Yeah. I know, I'm not.
Corey, you better check yourself before you rickety wreck
yourself. But no, I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying that's how angry I get when I watch these movies, and I can't stand it, man. I hate how I feel when I see it. Any kind of movie where I see injustice going on, I'll walk out and I'll just want to immediately take it out on that first person.
Hey, man.
But like I said,
why don't you take it out on Michael Bay and the injustice he played?
I wanted to, believe me. You motherfucker. I saw a guy
Michael-
with nice feathered hair with Michael Bay's Mystique. He was holding an American flag. I beat the shit out of him. I took the.
You know how Michael Bay handles that problem? By putting you fucking as an extra in the goddamn movie.
No, you know-
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you right
I
next
know.
to Optimus.
Yeah, you come up there like, I have a score to sell you, Michael Bay. Like, Corey, you have that look, that star quality.
Oh, do
Kid,
I?
You got the goods. I got to put you in my next movie.
I do. I always thought I did.
You and Tyrese. You could be brothers. I guess I'll go see the movie now because I thought they were going to show the actual stone,
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
could not stomach.
No,
that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? That's it, man. We've been here. It's hot in here. We've been here for a while. So over
No,
2
did you have a great time?
I had a wonderful time.
Was it
I'm gonna
everything
bitch
you-
about you guys at Leox
Was
tomorrow.
was it everything you expected as
And
far as
more.
Like I said, I got to roll my eyes and shake my heads in real
yeah,
time. That's
you
good.
dumbass American?
Yeah, God. man.
fucking fools?
She,
Yeah.
can, she can write a blog about how much we don't know.
Well, that's it, everybody. It's hot in here. It's late.
Time to go.
All right, good job.
Good night. Howard.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!